cotton get in them guts. Don't worry about it. Can we have that happen? To retitch the magic. Man, my nails are filthy. And I better clean them before I start shooting later today because somebody will have something to say about it. Thank you so much, Baby Pants, loving my life. We're both wearing yellow right now.
It'll be a bright, sunshiny day.
It is, isn't it? I'm glad you chose to put pants on today, babe. I'm glad you chose pants.
It was a close call.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Ow! What's up? Good morning, good people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me set my little self up here. That's what's up. I have to, it's been a bit since we put up a poll. Let's put our poll up. Let's put our poll up and see what the hell's going on out here on these here streets. Let's get a poll going. There we go. We've got a different time here because we are doing it about an hour after we usually do. And that is on purpose. I am trying to see if we can get some different people in here because I still need my little channel to grow. And I definitely still need a couple of watch easies, if you will, to make this magic happen. So we are going to see if a slightly different time today produces a slightly different crowd. For those of you guys who are always on my replay gang, or like my wifey here, Ams, who always show up, I thank you guys so much for being here. But you certainly do not have to be, and I am grateful for you. But yes, you don't have to be here. Ams, how the hell are you? I was trying to talk to you yesterday when you popped up. I was like, are you feeling better, or are you still feeling like trash? I'm hoping that you're feeling better and not like trash, but seems like when people get the ick and the ooh-wee these days, it kind of lasts for a little bit. So I'm hoping that that is not the case, and that you are feeling much better, is what I'm hoping. Yeah, the wintertime ick is a thing, right? The wintertime ick is a thing. Anyway, while we're sitting here, should I bust out my little Kabezi, my little keyboard that Aaron gave me, and attempt once again? That was inappropriate. Should I once again attempt to master chopsticks, even though I have yet to do so? Am says, getting over being sick, waking, officially booted for a second, you guys. We were officially booted right as I was attempting to read Ams's statement. So hopefully we're back up. Ams, let me see what you got going on here. The mother coughs. Whoa! Ams! That's involved, girl. That's involved. And now the first part I sneezed the other day and that happened to me. But the last part, that's absurd. I hope that you are feeling better, Ams. This does not sound fun. Melissa is saying good morning to us. And of course, Ams is saying good morning back to Melissa. I love that you guys are holding down the 1 and the 2 crown, because the 1 and 2 crown is where it's at. 2 turntables and a microphone. Woof. Montserrat Cuervas is in the house. How are you now, Monteras? Am I saying that? Montserrat is holding down the number 2 crown. Welcome in, Montserrat, and happy frickin' Thursday, right? The week's almost over. We can start to act like life is, gonna get good. Life is good, but you know what I'm saying? The weekend's almost here. Am says, gotta train. Oh, you gotta train a new guy today? Oh my God, Ams. For real, you guys' training situation is crazy. What's up, Tony? Tony, how are you? Welcome in, my friend. Oh, hell to the no. Did you guys hear that? It's over here getting it in. Like, stop it. Like crazy pants, right? Anyway, it's been a long week for me. A lot of traveling. When Aaron gets done with his meeting at 11 o'clock, I have got to get back on the road today. So it's going to be another long ass day, like it was the other day. So I've got a lot of filming I've got to do while we're on the road. And then I don't know what's going on this weekend. I feel like we're supposed to be traveling as well. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm wearing my yeller today. Where's my girl Scandalous? I'm wearing my yeller today because, well, 1, it's cold as hell up here. And 3, it's cold as hell up here. Let me see what's going on here. Ams says my boss is fire both the guys and get new people in there. I asked for a raise yesterday and he didn't say no, so that's a good sign. Well, come on. You deserve a raise. That's what I'm talking about. Montserrat says, Montserrat Cuervas, Montserrat, Suivas. That's the pronunciation. So Montserrat, am I saying that right? Montserrat. Hopefully. Melissa says, you deserve a raise. Ams 100% deserves a raise. Did I see that my 20, Ray the Right Miller is in the house? Cheers. Lego A-Train, just one of those mornings. Nothing ain't even wrong. Just wanted an ice cold burr. Work be working on Ananja. I feel every last piece of those pumps, Ray, and I'm just glad to see you. Have I seen you since the new year, Ray? If not, happy freaking new year. It's always good to see you. Why does it feel like this hoodie is trying to choke your girl right the hell up out of the game? It's all up on my damn neck, y'all. Melissa saying what's up to Ray. Ray saying what's up to the chat family, to the community we've got here. If you're new and you're just coming in, feel free to chit chat with us. I don't personally bite. There's some people in the chatments that do, but never mind them, right? Trolls are welcome. You know, I definitely need you guys to be up in here because I'm this close, damn it. And I need all the troll action I could get. But make sure that you guys throw your thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you haven't already because it's a good time over here. Montserrat says, you can just call me Mons. Okay, Monzy. Okay, got it. He was like, listen, your ability to pronounce it is crazy. Am says, I bite sometimes. I know you do, Ams. And that's why I didn't say your name specifically, but I knew that you were one of the people who does bite. So I wanted to alert the people that there was potential bite action in the house. Melina is back. What's up, Melina? How are you? How is your day going? How's your week going? Right? Like, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Is everybody doing deliciously? Other than just being freakishly busy, I have been having a delicious time. I don't know if you guys saw, but I just saw when I popped online today that Melissa did a video, I think yesterday. Am I correct on that? Yeah, I said 13 hours ago. So I do need to take a look at Melissa's video when I get offline here. If you guys don't know who Melissa is, she is Melissa Dees. I'm going to go ahead and pin her really quick. So if you guys don't know this, Melissa Dees has a channel and she is putting up content. Ray, did you know that Melissa was out here making videos? What happened to my damn pin comment? Anyway, Ray, if you didn't know that Melissa's out here making videos, she's definitely been out here on the streets doing the damn thing. So if you have not checked out any of Melissa's videos, please do so because it's delicious. Ray says, love the way you be by... Y'all crazy. Good morning, Static Ron. How are you? I saw your video that you dropped yesterday, Static Ron. It was delicious and delightful. Melissa says, I used my new song from Trini. Oh, that's what those songs are all about. They just kind of make your life a little bit easier when you're finding your own music. How did you figure out? You figured out how to put your own music in. I love it. Wait, Melissa, was it a video or was it a live stream? I need to know because I'm not getting notifications. If you heard the question I asked Melissa, was that I didn't see, was it a video you dropped or was it a live stream that you did? Ray says, yeah, I'm subscribed to her. Okay, cool. Melissa says, hello, Static. And then Static is saying, what's up to everybody? Not a Troll says, tell us about the first time you explored your body. Not a Troll. You're back in for day 2 of asking me about my body explorations. Unfortunately, today is not the day where I'm going to show you on the doll. So I don't know, but come back in, hang out. Let's see if it changes. You know, I get spicy sometimes. We don't know. Melissa says video. Okay. Now I feel slightly better, Melissa, because I thought once again I had not been notified of a live stream. Although I should be notified of a video too, right? It shouldn't just be, I don't know. I feel like I just don't get notified. My phone doesn't even notify me when texts happen. My dad texted me. I thought he hadn't texted me. I went in to see because I was going to text him and be like, Dad. And he had texted me. And so had my friend. And so had Keish. And so had other people. And I had not been informed. So maybe my phone is acting crazy. Nobody knows. I got to sneeze. Wait. No? Is it going to pass? Is it going to pass? I think it's going to pass. Am says, laugh out loud, Ray, if you ask. Sorry, you guys. Shut up, babe. Thanks. If you ask nice, I'll be gentle. Don't be gentle, Ams. Bite Ray hard. Bite Ray hard. If you're going to bite at all, bite Ray hard. Bite him, take a piece. Am says, Melissa says, I'll message you first if I'm going live. Got it. That being said, Melissa, over the next week or so, I might, like 7 calendar days, I might be in and out, but I still like to know. Let me know, because maybe while I won't be able to sit in the live the whole time if I'm out and about, I can put you up and I can hear you while I'm driving, or if I'm sitting waiting, I can come in and say hi. I would like to at least be able to kind of support a little bit, Melissa, so let me know. Ray says, I ain't gonna ask in that case. Mix it up a little, a little raunchiness. Ray, you crazy like that. Ray says, bless you. That was a cute sneeze, though. That's just my sneeze. River Girl is back in the house. River Girl, is it you, Faith, or is it JD? I'm about to pinch your cheeks right now. Is it you, JD? Because if it's you, JD, I'm going to pinch your cheeks. If it's Faith, JD is out here thinking about eating your chickens. I've said it. Ams says, laugh my butt off. Don't give me a challenge. She said, don't give me a challenge. Tim Tam is back in the house. What's up, Tim Tam? How are you, Tim Tam? Tim Tam Marie? Was it Tim Tam? Weren't you the one who was having a issue with, what was that other person's name? There was a little tiff going on at one point. But I think the beef got cleared up off the streets. So we're good right now. Melissa says, not a problem. That being said, I want to see what you did. Those things that you make, Melissa, the box holders or whatever, A-Train said those are really cool. The one that you made, I think you showed it in a video, like, I want to say a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, was really cool. It had like an ombre, like it was like a brown kind of black ombre situation. Very freaking cool. Super, super cool. Tim Tam says, I eat cow cheese smothered in plaster black tar and deer antler bone, marrow specimens, and cheese. Interesting. Sounds very like an interesting meal there, Tim Tam. Static Ron says beer. Static Ron, you have no idea. I would love to be drinking a beer today, but I actually have to drive later on. And everybody knows I don't believe in beers and driving. So I have got to drink water right now. But when I get home later tonight, later tonight, after doing all the things I have to do, best believe I'm going to crack open every freaking beer I can get my hands on. Ray says, hey, y'all, I made a workout video yesterday. What? Hold on, wait. Ray, for real? Let me click on your name. Is it like up on your channel, Ray? Don't play with me, Ray. Ray, there ain't shit on your channel. Ray, there ain't nothing on your channel. Ray, how dare you? How dare you? I clicked up on your name. I went to the damn channel. I was ready to get it in. There ain't nothing on your channel. Ray, put up at least a half a freaking video. What homegirl? It says, y'all, I made a workout video yesterday. Who is this? It wasn't you. It was some other, it was a chick hot. What kind of moves was she doing? We need to know. Because I don't know about y'all, but I need you to put up a video immediately, Ray. Sith Sigma says, your alcoholism seems more stable than mine. It's really not. I like to keep it right on the edge. It's what you can do when you're a full-grown freaking adult and you don't have anything or children to be responsible for. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I know I didn't say the word you guys think I said. I think I put an L in there. Oh, Naja. Oh, Lord. If it was a workout video that included Naja, Jesus, I'm sure she was bouncing and jiggling and doing all sorts of things, pouring milk on herself. Like, we already know what kind of game Naja gets into. For any of you guys who do not know who he's talking about, Nacho V is definitely the freak of the week. Last week, next week, all the weeks. Six Sigma says, yes, I do own children. You do own them. Well, that's delicious. I don't believe in them. So that's my takes on it. Melissa says, Ray, I've seen her exercise. She said, yeah. Oh, now I get it, Ray. You took a screenshot. Oh, Lord. Thank you, daddies. Ray says, amen. God bless. Challenge. I love it. Melissa says, get out the holy water again. Oh, Jesus. Now, I mean, for real, Nacha is trying to break the internet with her antics, we'll say. We'll call them antics, but she's definitely trying to break the internet with them. This is a delicious broth today, you guys. Some Earl Brothschild. No alcohol in this yet, but don't worry, Sith. I promise that later on tonight, I will do my part to drink as many beers, as I said, that I can get inside of me. Ray says, I'm sipping the holy water. Catch up. Ray's been dabbing it behind his ear, back of the knee. Isn't that how the old French whores used to do it? It was back of the knee. Which is weird to me because why are you putting... Okay, I think I get it. I was like, why would you be putting fragrance on the back of your knee? And then it dawned on me what kind of activities might be going on that might require back of the knee perfumes. Anywho, let me see how my proxies are going. Oh, everything but 2 videos have proxied. Yay! Anyway, it's a lot less windy today, you guys. It was very, very windy yesterday, as you guys know. It was like literally rattling the side of the house. It was so damn windy. But right now, we are doing pretty good. That being said, I do not know what the temperature is, but I'm guessing it's cold as hell. But let's find out before I take my ass outside. Melissa, I think you were in my dream last night. No joke. Okay, so right now it is 13 degrees Fahrenheit, otherwise known as 11 degrees Celsius. It was a complete shite show of weather here right now. Negative 11 degrees Celsius is not a joke. 13 is not a joke either. We're supposed to get up to 30 degrees today. So we're not going to rise above freezing all day. But that's what it's like. Ray says, that was a great history lesson. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me, Ray? Are you talking to me? Anywho, as you guys can tell, I am in not rare form right now. I will say that the longer I do these live streams, the somewhat harder it is to do. I am a person who talks, and part of one of the jobs that I hold down is that I do training and training implementation, both on site and, damn, there's ice on my window, and like virtual training and then training modules and stuff like that. So like I'm used to talking, and I'm very much so used to talking to myself into a camera or something of that nature. But these live streams be harsh because it's very strange. Like you'll go into someone's live stream and they'll literally be sitting there staring at a wall, looking at strawberries, whatever. And there'll be like 120 people. Like you'll look up and there'll be 120 people in that room watching them eat strawberries and look at walls. And I will be in here like talking to the point where the back of my tongue feels like it's going to fall the fuck off. And there'll be like, 7 people. I'm like, YouTube, you're so cool like that. But anyway, let's see what's going on in the Chisnatmans here. Melissa says, I'm showing 12 degrees where she is. Ray says, cold as a witch's teddy. Getting sucked on by a polar bear. Ray, what the hell? Melissa says, you dreaming about me, girl? I did dream about you a little bit, Melissa. It wasn't any party tent type action, but it was definitely that. Ray said, who is it, Melissa? Ray, I love you so much. You're hilarious. Sis says, I like tarot zodiac chicks because they're easy to lie to. You can just read the daily horoscope to figure out which personality to perform for the day. Sis, that is one of the smartest, cleverest, what is that, tricks I've ever heard of. Dude, you're probably like OkCupid Gold. I don't even know if OkCupid's still around because I've been off the dating market for quite some time now, so I have no idea. Brew City 2566 says, looking at strawberries, but you know what I'm talking about, Brew City. And Bruce City, by the way, welcome back in. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If you scrolled through this situation here with these vertical lives, there's some chick right now just literally putting on socks and wiggling her freaking toes, and there's like 200,000 people in the damn room. And I'm here with my cute hat having a total conversation with you guys, trying to interact with each and every last one of you, and there's 9 people in the house. Melissa says, y'all dreaming about the fun we're going to have in the I knew that there was going to be a party tent comment. Yes. Gone3302 says, I've never been to your house. Interesting. Well, welcome in, Gone3302. I appreciate you being here, and thank you guys for throwing your thumbs up. If you don't know what I love, I will tell you what I love. I love golden poops, okay? And not the ones you're thinking about, but the kind that come up on the screen. I love those, and I'm pretty sure at some point A-Train is going to drop me a golden poop. Possibly Static Ron's going to drop me a golden poop. I might also have to drop my own self a golden poop. Ray says, we can't confess all our secrets, Melissa, but yeah, party tent game all day, every day. I love it. Where the hell is my phone? It's happening right now, you guys. Sis says, you're fun and interactive like an Sith, dude, calm down, Sith. Calm down. Get your life together, yo. Get your life together. That's crazy. How dare you come in here with that foolishness? How dare you come in here with that? But that's all good. We like a good chit chat. I would have to come in at my, thank you, Melissa, for the golden poop. Let me switch my accounts. Let me find myself live. Oh, there I am. Ray Miller with the golden poop. Thank you. Thank you guys. Can I poop myself? Oh no, I can't poop myself. I didn't buy enough gyms. Why do I do this? I know I'm going live and I know I'm supposed to handle this before I freaking go live, but then I freaking don't. And then I try to buy myself poop. And then it's like, it's too late for me. Let me see if I could buy myself some poop right now. And then they act like they don't have my card. It's like, you know you got the card, yo. You know you got the card. A-Train with the golden poop. Yep, nope. Can somebody remind me? A-Train, can you remind me next time I get off this damn live stream to make sure that the card is on the goddamn phone? I do not keep my cards in Google Play for a variety of reasons. But I do not keep my cards in Google Play. So when I need to do something, I would have to go and physically do it. And I don't do like auto renew on things. So that's why when I have memberships, I have to go back in, physically buy the membership or whatever again, because I refuse to do auto renewal on anything. I don't trust it. Ray says, A-Train, let go. That's what I'm talking about. And A-Train says, what's up, Ray Ray? It is Ray Ray. Oh my Lord. It is Ray Ray. Why am I just now today years old seeing the Ray Ray action here? I thought it was just Ray. He said it twice. Ray Ray. You better shut up, Ray Ray. Ray Ray, did you get that that name in incarceration or what? That is a complete... Ray Ray? I didn't even see that, Ray. This is my first time headed to that door. I like that this is smoking. It's smoldering, but I also wonder if it's going to burn my mouth off. I made a mistake last week and I drank something, a delicious Earl Rothschild before I was ready, and it burnt the shite out of my mouth. So I'm really, really, really cautious about that. I'm really nervous about burning the roof of my mouth, you know? Yes. If you guys are enjoying the cup, I just recently thrifted this from a Goodwill. I actually gave it to Aaron for his one of his Christmas gifts. It says Seattle on it. But mostly I'm the person who drinks out of it, and it's huge. I don't know if you guys are seeing how huge that is. Ray says, Twin, I shouldn't keep my card on Google Play because like 2 months ago, you and Aaron charged me. No, hold on. Wait. Did you actually get charged for that, Ray? Because they never paid me that. I thought you were able to get that reversed because for real, Ray, I never got paid for that. So that's, let me tell you right now that if you purchased that for me, which I seem to recall, but you did not get that money back, I did not get that money. So that just means that YouTube held it because I got no part of that. I should have gotten 70% of that $250. Oh no, they reimbursed it. Got it. I still to this day didn't know what had happened, but I assumed that you had gotten reimbursed, and I was like, okay, that's how I wanted it to be because Ray, I appreciate you. You've been super supportive of both my channels, but you don't have to buy me $250 worth of anything. Nobody does. I just appreciate you guys being here. And obviously I appreciate the occasional golden poop, which I think is the equivalent of 25 cents. Not even. But I do like the golden poop. Thank you guys so much for coming in, though, and throwing up your thumbs. You are greatly appreciated. Ray's got the #1 crown. Nobody knows why. It's happening, you guys. It's happening. As you could tell, your girl is a little... But we're making it work. Gold Silver 420 says, where are we going for our date? I don't know, Gold Silver. You tell me. Wherever it is, it's got to have beer. And it's got to have good sights and sounds. I personally love to hike. So, you know what I'm saying? A little beer, a little... And when you say date, like you're saying like a friend date? Like we're going and a couple other people are going? What's happening? I need to know. Ray is like #1. Only the first member ever. Ray, that's on a different channel, sir. You were not the first member of this channel, no. But you were indeed the first member of the DIY channel, and no one can take that away from you. Bruce City says, you like beer. Yes, Bruce City. Don't you love beer? Your name is Bruce City. Beer's delicious. Gold Silver says, how about some Busch Lights on Lake Michigan? Okay, so you got me at Lake Michigan. You don't have me at Busch Light. Busch Light is definitely a 7 o'clock in the morning beer or an after we've drank some really good beers and we're just trying to quiet it down with something that's akin to water. But let's not do the Busch right away. Let's do a delicious craft beer, some sort of an IPA with a gentle roll of spices. Why does the side of my mouth look greasy? Do you guys see what I'm dealing with here? Makes it look like I put the damn chapstick on all over my damn mouth, y'all. I don't like it. Melissa says, I'm getting my shopping sprees. Oh, what are we doing? Are you filming it, Melissa? You guys, I'm going to make Melissa film everything. Are you filming it, Melissa? We need to see. Gon says, I've never eaten spaghetti. Gon, you need to eat some spaghetti immediately. Bruce City says, I love it from Milwaukee. So, of course, exactly. Now, there's some great breweries inside of Milwaukee. And some good brew tours inside of Milwaukee. One of my favorite places when I used to go to Milwaukee frequently to drink beer was Mater's, because Mater's is a German bar and you could drink it from a boot. And they used to sell, was it Spaten Oktoberfest? And I freaking love Oktoberfest beers, and I think it's Spaten. Spaten also makes root beer. But yeah, they had a good beer on tap there. Gold Silver says Dark Horse in Marshall. Ever heard of that? Marshall where? I've been into a lot of Marshalls as cities. So tell me where that's located, Gold Silver. Are you saying in Michigan? Ray Ray says any channel connected to be okay. I'm number one. I don't think that's how it works, Ray. I don't think that's how it works. Oh, that's delightful Earl Rothschild today, you guys. It's delightful. Marshall, what? Bruce City says, yeah, I've been there. You must be from Illinois. I am not from Illinois. I'm actually from Minnesota, my friend. I don't live in Minnesota right now, but that's where I'm from. But I've traveled all over the fine nation, and I'm in the Midwest everywhere. Small towns, big towns, whatever. Static says, check out my channel, bro. Yes, what's up? Ray, have you checked out Static Ron? That's basically A-Train. So he has a channel where he's making delicious music. Am says, at work, hope you all have a wonderful day. Ams, take care of yourself and don't take any guff from those swine. Trolling around bots. Is it pink? What's up, trolling around bots? Thank you so much for coming in. Your presence means something to me. Okay, if the trolls are not here, man, I can't get done, but I'm trying to get done. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for throwing your thumbs up. You're welcome in this house. Ray says, fit a sub to you, Static Ron, and do so. Melissa says, hope your day goes well, Ams. Yes. Gold Silver says, go Detroit Tigers, go Detroit Lions, go Red Wings. He's like, listen, all day, every day to Michigan. Trolling around bots is cracking up. Keisha, who, by the way, is not my Keisha, but is Goga's Keisha, says, be okay. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning to you, Keisha. How are you? And if I haven't seen you since the new year, happy freaking new year to you. Bruce said, he said, well, you earned off the beer loan. Okay. Well, we'll take that. We'll take it. Wait, what are you subbing in? Will you... What? I'm so confused, Beer City. Beer City, Brew City. I apologize. It's probably because your girl either slept too much or not enough last night. We're making it work. Melissa's saying, what's up to Keisha? I will say that if I had been able to start my day with a beer, I probably would have been in better spirits. But again, Aaron has a meeting at 11, and then after that, I'm heading out to the streets. And I, again, am not a drinker or a driver of any sort. Bruce says, I'm saying your channel earned a sub. Thank you, Bruce City. I thought I had seen you here before, Bruce City, because your logo looks super familiar to me, but one way or the other, I'm just glad that you're here. You seem like a pretty cool person, and that's the community we're trying to build. Bruce City, by the way, I've been shooting a ton of videos for a new series that I'm dropping next month where I've gone into some crazy breweries around the Midwest. I don't know if you're familiar with a brewery called Big Grove, but I was in Big Grove, and what is the Confluence, which I love, inside of Des Moines. So there's going to be some upcoming videos of me trying some flights of their beer. If you don't know what a flight is, it's basically small samples that breweries usually tend to do to allow people to kind of taste a range of their beers without having to commit to one. Thank you for the floating heart, A-Train. So stay tuned for that, Brew City, because if you're like me, it's freaking cool. Gold Silver says, I'm collecting numbers for a phone book, so can I get yours? Like, what kind of number? Like my telephone number? Hell to the no. Keisha says, first off, I don't even answer my phone, Gold Silver, and apparently it's not even alerting me to calls. So, like, Keisha says, hello, all. Driving and listening. Zealous is in the house. What's up, Zealous? Welcome back. Happy New Year. Hey, I'm watching with my 3-year-old cousin right now. He's not letting me have 2 minutes alone. Stick by my side. I'm about to faint from his attention. Obviously, he thinks you're super cool, Zealous. I love that. I am good. How are you? Wolfpack 9958 says, really? Y'all are crazy. I love when like people like watch the news for like 2 seconds, which I don't watch the news, and then they're like, the trolls are like, listen, I know what we're doing today. I know what's on the agenda, baby. We're going to be talking about this. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for throwing your thumbs up. Thank you for spending a little bit of your morning with me. And everybody here is welcome. So even if you feel a little bit trollish today, you still deserve patience and kindness. And I will give it to you as much as I can. And this Earl Brothschild is delightful. Oh, Lord, did the spit just come out of my mouth? It is making my lips greasy, though. It's definitely making my lips greasy. We're going to have to deal with that. Bruce City says, nah, I never heard of it. You like New Glarus? Of course I like New Glarus, Bruce City. Moon Man is one of my favorite freaking beers. I love Moon Man. Have you had Moon Man before? Bruce City? Now, there's some New Glarus beers I'm just not a fan of, like Spotted Cow. Like people get a lot of, it feels like it gets a lot of attention. It's on a lot of taps in Wisconsin, but straight up Moon Man is the best beer to me that came out of New Glarus. That's just my thoughts. Plus New Glarus has such a cool, dude, I should go there and shoot a video because New Glarus has such a cool setup. Their brewery is one that you can pretty much walk through yourself. You can see kind of their tanks and everything. And then when it's nice outside, New Glarus kind of sits on like a little farm kind of space. They have a really nice outdoor kind of beer garden area, so you can kind of chill and just, you know, drink a beer. It's a delicious place to be. Keisha says, you are so sweet. I try to be, Keisha, but you know, who knows? Some days I don't think it's true. Some days it might be, you know, who knows? We've only been on this live for 28 minutes and 47 seconds, yet it feels like a lifetime to me. I feel like some days it's just like that. Let's play with some of these things. We're not going to give myself the crack lips because that's weird. And I feel like this is cute, but I feel like it's not ever going to be as cute as this. But I also feel like this is a lot at 8:24 in the morning. I feel like it's intense. But then I also feel like, oh, I feel like that's a little intense too. I'm not a huge fan of the intensity of that. Obviously, it's always cool when I turn into a cartoon. Boo, 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 boo. I always think that's a cool one. Let's see what's going on here. Weird. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. This is a different kind of cartoon. That's the weird cartoon version. We're not doing that. Ooh. Y'all, we almost lost the damn live stream. We almost lost the damn live stream. Your girl almost took the live stream off the damn rails. We almost went off the rails. Bruce City says, yes, I have. I like the two women and a couple other IPAs. Okay. A-Train says, oof. Yeah, I know. By the way, A-Train, this broth is delicious, just so you know. I don't want you to think it's not, because it's delightful. But no, New Glarus is what's up. Ray says, which Keisha is that? Number 2. It's not the Keisha that you like to antagonize, Ray. It's a different Keisha. Don't antagonize her. That's Goga from Yoga at Goga's Keisha. She's not our Keisha. And don't antagonize our Keisha right now either. She's got a little situation going on right now, Ray. So I know deep down you love her, so just be gentle and be kind to her, as I know you will. Zealous says, I am doing good too. My final exam's over, 19th January. My half-term break starting. I really needed that. Zealous, you've been at it, my friend. You've been at it this whole dang year. I mean, I feel like you have definitely earned yourself a little bit of quiet time. I hope you're able to go somewhere and get some time. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of relax yourself, relax your mind, and just, yeah, get some relaxation in. Because you've been studying hard, my friend. Oh my God, no, for real? Damn, this live stream is going to try to undo me. Whatever. Whatever. I feel like the closer you get to the line, the more difficult it becomes. That's what I feel. Should I play the song I was going to play for you guys? Which is really just chapsticks. Keisha, that implies that you know how old my Keisha is. Who's to say you're the older Keisha? But yeah, Keisha says I'm the old Keisha. Come on now. That's where I've been getting messed up. That's where I've been getting messed up. Woody Troop says, let's make a trade. If I give you a like, would you give me a subscription for life? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means, but I don't trade off like that, Woody. If you enjoy the content, though, hang out, throw your thumbs up, subscribe, all that fanciness. But if not, I fully understand that. Ray says 50 ain't old, Keisha. That's what Ray says. Ray's like, he's got a pair of drawers that are 50 years old. He doesn't think they're old. He keeps wearing them. They're threadbare. You can see directly through him. No support, but he's still wearing them. Zella says, I love talking with you from here. Thank you for answering patiently. No worries, Zealous. You know you're always welcome in my house. Everyone is welcome in this house. That is what's up. As a matter of fact, bring everybody. If you know trolls and you have troll friends, bring them, because I need these numbers to be higher than they are right now so that I can get these last goddamn watch time hours. Woody Troop says, that's mean. What? Zella says, my cousin said I liked her hat's colors. Oh, you like these you like this hat? I should have worn my cute hat, Zealous. I got a brand new hat that made me look like a dragon. I bet that would have been cute for the kids, but no. I'm wearing this hat instead. This is hopefully what I'm going to wear when I go outside, even though it's colder than, what did Ray say? A witch's elbow? Bruce said, he said, I still have a 6-pack of Sierra Nevada Celebration IPA. I love that shit. Sierra Nevada used to do something called Beer Camp. Do you remember this, Bruce City? And it was delicious. And then they stopped doing it, and I almost fainted. I almost fainted. It was the best beer that Sierra Nevada ever came out with, and then they stopped. It was just like I think they did it 2 years in a row, maybe. It was just like a small little thing, and then I've never seen them do it again, but it was called Beer Camp, and it was delightful. 2002, Matt Gray says, like a dragon. Yeah, I have a hat that is cool. It makes me look like a dragon. Melissa says, Keisha, I'm over 55 and only feel old sometimes. Melissa's never old. She looks delicious and delightful all the time. 2002 says, witch's elbow. That's what my mother used to say. Dang, 2002 Matt Gray, welcome in the house. Thank you for throwing your thumbs up. It's good to see you. Hey, good morning. Just got on your stream and already laughing. That's what's up. The stream is supposed to make you laugh. Says, I love your good vibes. Thank you. I try to keep them pretty good. Paul Sexton says, hey, what's up? Hey, Paul, welcome back in. At least I think that you have been in here before. So if you have not, welcome for the first time. If you have come back, welcome back into, as my girl Tina Mofa Show would say, the Chapmans. If you guys aren't familiar with my girl Melissa Dees, I think I pinned her comment, but Melissa's making some really cool, funny shorts, and she does a lot of work with, what the hell am I talking about? Resin. So if you guys haven't connected, but you'd like to see really pretty women do really cool stuff, make sure that you guys connect with her. Quiet yourself, ma'am. Like, how dare it try to play a song after that. Paul says, I love your channels and have a good time. That's what's up, Paul. I mean, that's what I'm basically trying to do, is just make sure that everybody has a good moment in their day, right? A lot of craziness going on. If there's anything that I can do to give you guys at least a moderate moment in your day that feels good, brings you something that makes you laugh, makes you have a good time, that's really the point. Keisha says, I feel old in the mornings. I feel like everybody feels old in the mornings. I don't know. Maybe that's just what it is. 2002 says, so what's your plans for today? Well, I'm glad you asked, Matt. Here's my plans. Well, my plan is to be here until I get 20 watch time hours. Let's be for real. And then after that, I have got to edit a video. My clips have already proxied, so that's delicious. After 11 o'clock, I have to head back out to the streets. I will be on the road for probably a couple of hours tonight, collecting footage and doing some other things that I have to do for the business that I hold down. And that's my plan, to get back home later and make some skirt steak, which actually... Is that flank steak or skirt steak? I think it might be a flank steak. But yeah, I started making my beans yesterday, and I'm going to eat very, very good when I get back in, Matt. So that's what's up. That's the boringness of my day, but interesting nonetheless. Paul says, oh no, I know what you say, and I know you say it. What? What are you talking about, Paul? Matt says, skirt steak, yes. And it's been marinating for like 3 days, yo. When it comes to meat like that, I like to marinate the hell up out of the meat. Especially if you have an inexpensive cut that you're gonna cook quick, that marination is key because it's going to stay on that meat. It's not like a long, slow cooked meat where when you're done, it doesn't matter what you marinated it with because you're not gonna taste it anyway. A quick cooked meat, like a flank steak, skirt steak, whatever, is gonna be like boom, boom. That flavor is gonna be right there, right at the surface, and it's gonna be delightful. Melissa says, Keisha, well, I woke up with my back scratches and booty kisses. Are you talking about Kevin, Melissa? Is that your dog? Are you talking about Kevin, Melissa, with the back scratches and the booty kisses? Because that sounds like maybe something. I don't know. Is Michael into that? I don't know. Steven is in the house. Steven, I haven't seen you in forever. This troll is back. Good morning. Are you freezing too? Keisha, don't worry. I am older. Steven, it is cold as hell here. It's 11 degrees Fahrenheit, or no, 13 degrees Fahrenheit right now, 11 degrees Celsius, if I think that's correct. Nobody knows. But I am so glad to see you. Matt says, nice, and I agree. Paul Sexton says, well, I like your glasses and your shirt. Well, thank you. I don't often wear yellow. I am very much so a chick who likes to wear a lot of black. But today I decided to make myself, sometimes I feel like if your attitude is a little bit shisty, you definitely got to bump it up with some color, right? Matt says like, boom, boom, baby. Keisha says, oh, Melissa, if I had some of that in my life, woo, child. And keep in mind, you guys, we're talking about back scratches and booty kisses. That happened. Keisha says, wait, not the puppy. Matt is laughing. Yes. I don't know. So, but I do love this hoodie. I thrifted this hoodie, and I love a good thrift situation. I'm in the thrift store a lot because I do a lot of videos for both of my channels that happen inside of the thrift store. Plus, I just feel like in these days and times, I try to support the organizations that I see giving back to the community, communities, I should say, because people are struggling. So if I can buy something from somewhere and I like it, and it also helps benefit some people, then fantastic. I think that's a win-win all day. Matt Gray says, yeah, that's what happened. Keisha says, your yellow is fierce. Boom. Thank you, Keisha. Melissa says, Keisha, no, not the puppy. Oh, damn. So she was talking about Michael. Michael out here giving up them booty kisses. That's nasty. Ray says, have a conference call in a minute, y'all, twin. Please go live again later. Chatting family. Already missed y'all. Thank you, Ray, for being in here. It's always good to see you, Ray. You make my day exciting and happy. I'm so glad that I got a chance to see you for the new year. And no worries on the conference call. I get it. You know I get it because the hustle is a real ass thing. Steven is laughing at Keisha. Bruce City says, I'll do it. Just don't give me pink eye. Oh, my God. Bruce City, yes. Thank you, Bruce City. Bruce City came in and is part of the gang like he'd been here his whole life. Thank you so much. That is what we're talking about, right? Booty kisses and back scratches. Aqua 555 Hope says, greetings from Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota, Aqua. I'm not in Minnesota right now, but I was born and raised in Minnesota. What is up? We got a fellow Minnesotan. We got a fellow Minnesotan in the house, y'all. Matt says, my aunt used to knit hats for us a lot when we were kids before she passed away. Yeah, I love a good knit hat. This I did not knit. I think I just bought this from like freaking one of those fancy low budget companies like Temu or Shein or something for like -$5. But it's a very warm hat, and I love the ear flaps because I live in the Midwest and I can't have my ears be cold. I don't know if I'm the only person, but like if my ears get cold, then it hurts. I don't know. I don't like it. So I like to keep my ears covered. Melissa says, love you, Ray. Matt says, damn, Michael. Matt Gray said, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss right off. No, you're fine. Olivia Bryan says, oh, no, Olivia. I'm sorry to hear that. Keisha says, see you next time, Ray. Keisha says, brew, more like Dusty. Well, Miner is in the house. How are you, Miner? Welcome in. Thank you guys all for throwing your thumbs up on the video. I don't know how many thumbs up we have right now because most of the time I can't. It's not an accurate number I see, but thank you. Happy Thursday to you, too. Bruce City says, you see that game winner the Badgers put on Minnesota? Why would you even come in here with that, Bruce City? Why? But just so you know, I used to be a huge football fan and a huge college basketball fan. I am neither right now, so I don't think about those rivalries anymore. Olivia is in here saying hi. Well, what's up, Olivia? I hope you are having a delicious Thursday. I'm just sitting here chatting with you guys, drinking a little Earl Brothschild, making the magic happen. Broody says, well, Bruce City says, Broody. Bruce City says, well, Keisha, I do have a broom and a dustpan. He got a friend and a phone with a basement. What is going on with the damn neighbor's dog? He's barking at a pregnant woman. I'm sure of it. I've seen these things. Aqua says, I am good, sister. Enjoy your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Aqua. Olivia says, yep. Keisha says, this has been a fun VOK pulled over to Well, Keisha, I appreciate you being here. Make sure that whatever travels that you are doing, that you maintain safety, which I know that you will. And I hope that you are able to get home later and do rest, because driving is always a little, exactly. And I know because I'll be on the road later. But I always love it when you come into my house, Keisha. Goga's Keisha. And I am very, very thankful for you being here. Very, very thankful. We're not going to sing. We're not going to sing. As it is, we're having trouble holding people in here. So, like, if I start singing, it's over, right? Nothing good could come from me singing. It would be cool if we could get, like, 4 more subscribers. I wonder if that will happen. We would definitely need to get a larger group of action going on in here than is here right now. But I believe in it. I believe in it. Keisha says, just dropped the boy at school going into the into the Wally World. What is that? Like, Wally World even. Sorry. That's the part that gets me every time. Walmart. Oh, y'all all know. Everybody was like, Walmart. I love it. Like, it's not Jeopardy. Like, everybody was like, wait. Matt was like, okay. Bruce City was like, listen, it's Walmart. All right? How do you not know this? I'm sorry, you guys. I usually get my stuff delivered. I don't know what the word on the street is, you guys. I'm so bad. I'm not in the in crowd, I don't think, you guys. I'm not in the in crowd. I don't know what the fancy terminology is, I don't know. Hopefully you guys will bear with me that your girl doesn't have the fancy terminology. Keisha said Walmart. Matt Gray says we call it Wally World also. Okay, so I just don't know. Keisha said everybody, Keisha, you're not supposed to make people feel bad that they don't know stuff. It's all good. No, I had no idea. I was like, Wally World? Like from National Lampoon's like vacation? I was like, that sounds like fun. She's like, Wally World. Like, get out of here. I'm so sorry. I did not know, you guys. Olivia's still in the house. Thank you so much for being here, Olivia. I appreciate that. Even if you're just in the back and you're just saying hi like Olivia, fine by me. I just appreciate everybody being here and helping me try to reach this fancy little goal here. The Screaming Kids store. I love that, Bruce City. Do you guys want me to tell you about the weirdest experience that happened to me in Walmart? Matter of fact, if you have a weird Walmart experience, feel free to put it in the chat, mints. I'll read it. Matt Gray says, because it's like going to an abandoned amusement park with crazies everywhere. That's funny that you would say that, Matt, because that lends into my weirdest Walmart experience. Calm yourself. What my goal, Olivia, is I am still less than 200 watch time hours away from full monetization. So part of what I'm doing here is trying to arrive at that goal with these live streams. So I think I need like 150 watch time hours. So I usually try to stay on as long as possible, just talking with you guys because it's fun, but then also just trying to get this situation taken care of. Keisha says, my Walmart is fun. The greeter is mostly deaf and he screams at everyone coming in and going. Hilarious. I love that. I love that your greeter is the same every time, Keisha, because I swear, I mean, I don't often go into the Walmart. Like I said, I usually do delivery, but when I have to do store walkthroughs or something like that, I've never seen the same dude. I've never seen him. Olivia's like, it is funny, Olivia. It's funny, ha ha, freaking ha. But we're out here still doing it big as best as we can. But thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. But let me tell you about my weird little Walmart experience. So Aaron and I, this is probably, I want to say a year and a half ago, we happened to step into the Walmart. Now already we should have known better because like we're in the Walmart, right? Like whatever. And it's like a busy time. If I was going to go into the Walmart, I'm going into the Walmart at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning because I'm assuming nobody is in there trying to mess around. Tina Melfa Shoda, come in, y'all. Quiet. but not quiet. She done flamed a whole 100. What's up, Tina? Welcome. So thank you much for being inside of my dang Chapmans. And then Keisha in here trying to 67 me. Keisha, you can't 67 a grown woman. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, she gonna get the special flame? Oh damn, y'all. Tina done got the special damn flame, y'all. Tina! Keisha, y'all done got crazy. Tina, how hard is you tapping the damn phone, Tina? Tina done got sleep, y'all. Tina done got sleep. That's all I can say to y'all. When she flame it like this, you know that Tina done got the dang sleep, y'all. Damn, she gonna hit that 100. Go ahead, Tina. Tina, how are you on the damn phone? Tina, like, how are you making it get to 100 like that, Tina? I need to know. Keisha said her Walmart greeter's been there for 15 years. I see. Thank you so much to both Tina and Keisha for that. Olivia's like 67. Keisha said not 67, 6 then 7. I don't know, Keisha. That looked like a 67 to me. Looked like a 69 and I owe you 2 or something. 67 and I forget it. Anyway, I see you in the wilderness, in the backwoods, Tina. I know you're there. But anyway, let me go back to my Walmart story, y'all. So it was probably about 1.5 years ago, and we messed around because we were in the Walmart during the damn busy time. Now, we should have known better than that, right? And I think it might have been a holiday weekend or something like that, right? People was in here trying to get the goddamn, whatever the hell it is that holiday people be trying to get, right? The chips, the buns, the damn whatever the hell, right? Tina says, I played. Tina in here like a tappa, rat-a-tat, hi-hatting it, bop, bop, bop. Bop. Tina was getting crazy, y'all. Keisha says, I don't even know what that dang 67 means. Neither do I. Matt Gray says, I owe you too. Keisha is saying, what's up to Tina Mofo Show? Title Pro and Toey Dog are in the house. Helen and Anna raid. Oh my goodness. We are getting ourselves a raid. Thank you so much, Title Pro, for being here. Let me wait as this raid is popping in before I tell you guys this ridiculous story. But if you have, yeah, it's not necessarily... a long story, but we are having an issue trying to get it out. But that's cool because we've got a little raid coming in here. So what is up and welcome in raiders. Right now, I just see Title Pro on the plane. I don't know if he flew the plane himself and then was the only passenger on that flight. Keisha says, what's up to Helen and Anna? Tina is saying, what's up to Keisha? Yes, she's using the emojis that were given by YT in conjunction with the member emoji, and I love that. Anywho, okay. I think we're waiting for the raiders. What's up, Title Pro? Thank you for smashing the like button. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my story. So here's the deal. Busy, think about this. Busy holiday weekend. People are everywhere. Everybody's everywhere. People are milling about. You can barely get in the aisles. It's a freaking freak show, right? Aaron and I in the chip aisle, like everybody else, right? Because I gotta get my pork rinds and something else, right? From the other aisle, we hear a man at the top of his lungs asking, and I repeat, does anybody have any poontang? Can I get some poontang? He's yelling it in a busy Walmart at the top of his lungs. Does anybody have any poontang? Can I get any poontang? Aaron and I grabbed what we had. I think we wound up not getting everything and just made it to the exit. We just made it to the exit because I didn't know what was going on. And I didn't know, like, if he didn't get it, if he was just going to start getting it from everybody. I don't know. I didn't know where it was going to lead. I didn't know if somebody was going to, I didn't want to wait till somebody raised their hand in another aisle and I was like, I've got some over here. I didn't want that to be that. I didn't want to be there for that. So we got the hell out because I don't know where that leads to. You know what I'm saying? Was it a club? Were we at the club or were we in the chip aisle of Walmart? I don't know. But even at a club, if I was in a club and somebody started yelling out if they could get some poontang, I would leave that club too because I'd be like, what club is this? Is this club Shakedown? What's this, Chocolate City? I'm getting the hell up out of here. You're not going to get any poontang from me, sir. So anyway, that's my weird Walmart story. I'm glad I was able to share that with you guys. Keisha said, we waiting for the Raiders. Girl, we waiting for the Raiders for all day. Title Pro and Toby Dog says they just had back-to-back premieres after I ended up. Got it. Thank you, Tina, for using the member emojis. Olivia Bryan says, what is that? You gonna have to look it up, girl. You gonna have to look up what poontang is. I can't tell you, but I can tell you how it's spelled. Keisha He's just laughing. Matt Gray said, I'd be pissed if someone yelled that around. I don't even know. I don't have kids. I would say, yes, it was inappropriate. I don't have kids, but, and I feel like I don't know because, like, does a kid really know what that is? So it was different than if he had been like, can I get some, os or something like that. I mean, that which most kids would have known what that was. I'm like, does anybody even under the age of like 35 know what poontang is? I don't know. So, I mean, I feel like that's one of those dusty phrases from like the late 60s or 70s. I feel like that phrase is riding around in an unmarked van somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like an unmarked van with shag carpet. So I feel like that phrase is not really as bad as it could be. Do you know what I mean? But I knew what it meant. And Aaron knew what it meant. And so we knew it was time to go. You know what I'm saying? We knew it was time to go. Bruce said, he says, sometimes you just gotta... He was like, sometimes you just gotta ask him. If you don't ask, you don't get. Closed mouths don't get fed. All right. If that is, if you take nothing else from today, take that quote, okay, from Players Club, which is closed mouths don't get fed. That's all I got for you. Tina Mo says he was ready to put dip on that shit. Tina. Olivia says, Abide Studio says, hey, BOK, it's AAW. Baby girl, how are you? Happy New Year. I have not seen you in forever. Thank you so much for coming in. That is what is up. How are you? Keisha says, I was in a live stream a few days ago, and the host was talking about bread that kept calling it punani instead of panini. Not the punani. See what I'm saying? Like, that's an old phrase. That's from 1990 somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's in somebody's Humpty, hitting switches. That's not a real phrase that I think anybody right now would even know. I feel like if you said punani to somebody who was under the age of like 25 or something, they'd be like, what are you talking about? Paninis? They would think it was a panini. Keisha says, poontang definitely goes along with my dusting webs. AAW says, I am hollering. Oh my God. Bruce City said, Wu-Tang. Exactly. Wu-Tang. Exactly. Anyway, that is my random Walmart story. But that's one of the reasons I don't go inside. I just get the order because let the person who does the shopping, let them have to put up with that foolishness. But I just wasn't. It was just like, again, I mean, did I think he could have yelled something weirder? Sure. But whatever he was yelling, it made me feel uncomfortable. Like I was like, I don't know what's going on in here. I just gonna get out. Because what is this? I mean, I don't know. Where does it go after that? That's the kind of girl I am. I'm like, if something is happening, I don't think about the thing that's occurring. I can't help it. I'm a writer. So my mind and my imagination is vast. So when something is happening, I'm not thinking about what's happening. I'm thinking about where what's happening can go. And I'm having to make a determinant if I'm okay with it. And usually the answer is hell no. Not when it starts with poontang. If it starts with poontang, where does it end? Do you know what I'm saying? The answer is no. The answer is no. Matt says, sounds like he was pretty desperate yelling. Walmart is useful for only some items and poontang ain't one. Well, I don't know, Matt. Because I've seen some things at Walmart that lead me to believe that if you were seriously in search for it, that you could probably find some. I've seen some wretchedness. Some wretchedness, as my grandmother would call it, scallywag business. I was like, Grandma, do you mean scallywag? She said, scallywag, no. Scallywag. She said, I've seen some scallywag business. Okay, so some scallywag business has been happening at Walmart. I'm not sure if pants became optional a few years ago, but I have seen things where I'm just like, are those pants? Or did you come outside for real in your drawers? If your freaking pants, quote unquote, don't come down at least 2 inches past your booty cheeks, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know that those are drawers. Now, I don't care if you got drawers up underneath them or whatever it is, but if your pants do not come down 2 inches past your booty cheeks, then in my personal opinion, those aren't pants. I don't care what you said. I don't care how hot you think it is. It ain't that hot. Matter of fact, if you go to the hottest places on the face of the planet, those people ain't wearing those pants. They're fully covered because they know enough to know that the sun at this point shouldn't be touching your freaking skin. So if you, your child, or anybody standing next to you is wearing freaking quote unquote pants that don't come down 2 inches past your booty cheeks, you can forget that conversation with me because I'm just going to assume you don't have control of that situation. Because why would you do this? This is not a beach. We're in Walmart. There's coconuts over there. Get out of here with your booty cheeks out. That's my thoughts. That's the only thoughts I'll share on that today. Olivia says, I love your hair. Thank you so much, Olivia. Bruce City says, just be happy he didn't yell. Bruce City, shut up. Melissa says, Keisha, girlfriends, not the cobwebs and Dust. Actually, that's not a bad phrase though, Bruce City. That's definitely something that maybe has been turned into a bad phrase, but isn't. Keisha says, Lord, definitely not on my shopping list. Abide Studio, which is AAW, says Walmart is a strange place after 7 p.m. Girl, it's a strange place whenever. Tina says, starts with poontang, ends with... Oh my God, Tina. Olivia said, yeah, hi. Thank you, Olivia. Matt Gray says, oh, you can find some there. It's just a lot of Temu quality. He said, ain't no pockets, is what he said. That's hilarious. Real Dry TV. And thank you so much for being here. Divvy is in the house. What's up, Divvy? Olivia says, you're welcome. Captain Cookies. Pick car for a edit. What does that mean? I need to know. What's up, Captain Cookies, though? I love that name. Captain Cookies sounds delicious. I'm not really a cookie fan, but I love the idea of somebody being a captain of them. They were cookies. That's for damn sure. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here with me. Just pick a car. Ooh, okay. I don't know. I've always been a fan of the Mustang, especially when they switched up the body back in 1994. So can we go with that? Like a Mustang Cobra, black with manila interior, drop top? I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. Divvy says the answer to the poll is no. Okay, I forgot what the hell poll was. Divvy, I'll have to check it out again. Captain Cookie says just pick a car. I did. Captain Cookie, stop pressuring me. Melissa says Walmart is more aimed at women. All the fresh cute. Oh, stop it, Melissa. Keisha says my Walmart is a little different. Don't think I've seen any of that here. Oh, Lord. Olivia says Lamborghini. Olivia's willing to play along, Captain Cookies. She's willing to play along. Okay. Yes, very much so. Yes, apparently I answered the question correctly. Thank you for being here. I hope that you chose to throw your thumbs up in commiseration or commemoration of this moment. Tina says, word to the wise, don't stand real close to a man feverishly looking at his key. Shut up, Tina. Tina, y'all. Yeah. And also don't stand next to anybody who may or may not be in the bakery, and don't, you might get cornbread checked. I did have somebody try to snatch something out of my hands once in a Walmart. It was like the last, this was way back when. I had never had it before, but when, who is that? Is it Patti LaBelle? Came out with those pies or whatever. They was like all the rage, and I couldn't find them anywhere. And I finally found one, and it was like the last one left. They had like these buttermilk ones, but it was the last sweet potato pie, because I'm a sweet potato pie eater. And I went to grab it, and some lady came in and tried to snatch it with me. She had a little corner, but I had a whole grip on it. She tried to snatch it up. I mean, she literally tried to freaking sweet potato pie check my ass. You know what I'm saying? It was a scene. And I was just like, I had to really decide in that moment what kind of day this was going to be. So I just literally looked her in the face and was like, no. And then she let it go. Now, I don't know. Erin said that maybe she saw in my eyes that I was willing to do a little time. I'm not a mean person, but good God. If my hand is on it first and then you come at me with that, it's just not going to work out. I'm not going to try to strangle you down for a pie or nothing, but I'm just going to really wonder why we're in here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to arm wrestle over a damn pie. Now, if she really needed that pie, I would have gave it to her, but she needed to decide if she wanted it. And when I looked her in the eye, it didn't work out for her. AAW says, Melissa, she's cracking up. Divvy says, I don't even have Walmart here. Yeah, I suppose, Divvy. Trolling around bot says, you still on? Yes, I am trolling. You should still be on too with me. I hope you gave me a thumbs up since you came back in the second time. Captain Cookie says, what color? Black, yo. Black. That color on a Mustang is perfect. Keisha says, Tina, explain. She wants to hear more. Captain Cookie says, do you want the Mustang? Of course. Matt Gray says, my granddad told me an old joke once. A man who loses his house keys don't get no new key. Why do I feel like there's a whole ass life lesson in there, Matt Gray? A man who loses his house key don't get no new key. Is that the same as like when you break your plate? You know what I'm saying? That's what the old people use, the old heads, as they say, used to say, is that, don't come in here because you might, you mess around, you break your plate. And that I got the impression that once your plate got broke, you wasn't going to get another plate. That's what I got. So is that kind of that same idea? Nobody knows. Divvy says, you from USA or you live in USA? I am from the US and I live in the US. Oh, Pepito says, have you ever laid back in a bathtub and shot out a brown cloud of... What? Oh, Pepito, is that something that's happened to you? We need to know. Actually, don't tell us. We're okay without knowing. Captain Cookie said, hi, ooh, and then began retracting messages. Olivia says, YouTube. Bruce City says, I got stares from a lot of women when I wear my gray sweatpants. Walmart Avad. Damn, Bruce. What are you doing? What's going on with these gray sweatpants, Bruce City? That's freaking me out a little bit. I mean, hopefully you're fully supported in those. AEW says patty pies are trash. It's too much cinnamon. Like, who does that to a sweet potato pie? Yeah, it's not my favorite. My aunt makes my best, or my favorite, sweet potato pie. But either way, at that point, AAW, I had never had one before. It was the last one left. Like I said, I wasn't really willing to brawl for it, but I was certainly going to not just let it go without a fight because I had the full grip on it. If you got this much of it and I got this much of it, the truth is we already know whose pie it is, right? 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 So, so I'm just saying. Captain Cookies is saying, okay, Captain, relax yourself. Divvy says, I read Brian as biryani. I said that. Captain said, hi. Matt Gray says, new key, nookie. Oh! Oh, I see. I'm slow as hell, y'all. How is it that I'm so slow? I'm so slow. I don't mean to be slow, y'all. It's probably because I'm not getting enough sleep. Keisha says, brew, and is cracking. Matt is laughing. That Tina says, Keisha, how deep are those pockets if you hear no keys when he's standing real close? Oh, y'all nasty. Melissa says, Divvy, you ain't missing much without a Walmart. That's true. AAW says, oh, be okay. How I've missed you and your trolls. AAW, we have the best trolls in this house. Keisha says, oh, thanks, Tina. Divvy says, Melissa, okay. Well, we do have normal stores here with great stuff. That's good to know, Divvy, because Walmart is maybe not as normal as it appears to try to be. Oh, my goodness. Helen Okoya is in the house. How are you, Helen? What is up? Did you come in on your own raid? There was a raid that started like 2 hours ago and only one person was on that boat. But thank you for being here, Helen. How are you? I know I've seen you since the new year, but if I haven't said it, Happy New Year. She said, greetings and blessings. Saint B Batty is back in the house. Hey, it's me, Queen. What's up? Keisha saying, what's up to Helen? Yes, you made it. Olivia's still here. Helen says, Keisha, am here. I made it, my dear. I'm so glad that you were able to do so. Static Ron is still in the house. What's up, Static Ron? You're hot like that, Static. I've been really enjoying your music. Has everybody had a chance to check out Static Ron? If you guys haven't had a chance to check out Static Ron's channel is just getting started. Good music. Drops a video every single day. So make sure you guys maybe listen to the music. You know, listen to the music. See if you feel it. Does it make you dance? What does it make you think about? If you're into that, he might really enjoy having you there. Melissa says, what's up to Helen? Helen says, Title Pro, come here. Bruce City says, go to Walmart in the Hood. Endless entertainment. Oh, I can guarantee that it would be. Helen is saying, Happy New Year to me. Yes, Static Ron says, new video this morning. You dropped another video, Static? I'm definitely going to have to go take a look. You know I love your stuff right now. It's all good. In your video yesterday, almost dropped me. It was so damn good. Melissa says, I watched Static. I was pretty cool. Yes. Divvy says, we have stores here that are huge. Like I saw a store which could be more than 30 feet. Okay. Yeah, a lot of our stores are gigantic here, Divvy. We believe in big box. We believe in big box action. Helen says, let me check, Static. Tina says, be okay. You have most certainly lifted my spirits this morning. You are absolutely hilarious, even with the slow motion moments. What the hell? What happened? How did my get slow motion? What happened? Tina, are you trying to tell me that my stuff is wrong? Do I have that KFC internet again? Oh, Lord. Y'all, I can't help the internet that... It's, you know, dress for the internet you won't. I'm trying to do what I can, but, like, you know, YT is just working it out in the slowest way possible. AAW says, I'm going to check it out, Static. Yes, thank you so much, you guys, for that. And thank you, everybody, for coming in and dropping the gifts. You guys know how much I love those. Tina, thank you so much for flaming that 100. You know how I feel about that. You guys know I've been on live too long because this is when I start acting like a freaking 5-year-old. I'm playing with these balls. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Divvy says, I made an octopus crochet recently. It looked like it was brought from Temu and I posted it. I think you probably did a really good job. I will have to go take a look, but I definitely believe in your crocheting ability because you made a really, really nice bow that you showed on your page. Keisha says, you fine, no lag. Okay, see Tina out here trolling me. Melissa says, I haven't seen no issues. Tina says, I nearly fell over at New Key. Anastasia is in the house. How are you, Anastasia? How are you, Chop Chop Lady? I need to know. How are you and how is Mr. Toes? Has Mr. Toes showed up so far this year are lit. Saint B Betty says, I have to go. Bye, Diva. No worries. Thank you so much for coming in for a little bit and saying what's up. Melissa is saying hello to Anastasia. Yes, you guys. Anastasia says, I am good. Thank you. What is inside of here? Oh, Lord, you know I didn't get crazy when I'm trying to figure out what the hell is happening inside of stuff. Whew. Yes, everybody's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. I think my freaking broth is cold, but so be it. Yeah, I made so much stuff last week, you guys. I made so much stuff. Oh my God, Tina! Oh, Lord. Y'all, Tina done woke up. Tina done woke up. Tina, thank you so much for that. I think we have like over 100 members, and I think it's largely because Tina Mo keeps gifting us memberships. Thank you so much for that, Tina. Let's see who got one this time. Winstone, which, by the way, big up and happy birthday to Winstone. He did a birthday live stream that I missed yesterday, but if you guys know who Winstone Chronicles is, awesome dude, great cook, has a wonderful home, delicious videos. Make sure that you guys plop over there and at least say happy birthday to him on his channel. Miss Anna Boo! Lash me beats. My girl got one. Kiss from Jay. Now, you know Tina was not playing. Tina was like, I'm going to get this to my friends. Okay, because Kiss from Jay, you better shut up. And you guys know Kiss from Jay has got a series of videos about this iSpeed dude, and it's great. Everything she's doing over there is great. She's getting so much attention on those videos, and it's warranted. Those conversations that she's having are delicious. Her husband, that interaction, it's great. It's edited perfectly. If you guys haven't seen Kiss from Jay's recent videos, make sure you get over there. Eve's Kitchen, my girl. I love Eve's Kitchen's videos. She makes me want to eat everything, and I don't even eat fish, but I will damn near eat everything she makes. Park VR888 also received one. Anastasia says, what's up to Tina? NYC Gaming Syndicate, my dude, got one. Trapicolo got one. G-Mama Grows Hard in the Garden got one. I love this. Bambi got one. And oh my God. Do you know what's hilarious, Tina? Is when people gift memberships and I get one for my other channel. So basically, she gifted me, my other channel, BOK Media Life, a membership to my own. Thank you. I wish I could re-gift that one back to somebody because this happens a lot. Static Ron says, yes! Keisha says, how your other channel went. I know, Keisha, it happens all the time. My other channel must be high up in the membership gifting because I have gotten gifted so many memberships on that channel. It's crazy. Anastasia said, what's up to Static Ron? Anastasia, Static Ron is A-Train, so if you would like to connect with him and check out his music, he would probably love to have you there. Thank you for flexing the member emojis. Keisha says, Tina, blessings for the blessings. Yes, thank you. Tina says, hello, Anastasia, and thank you very much, Tina, for being here, and thank you for your consistent support of the channel. If you guys don't know my girl, Tina Mo for show, please check her out because she has to get to the line immediately. Now, when it comes to watch time, I do not think that Tina is going to have an issue at all, but we do need to get her higher up in the subs so that she can get where she's trying to go so that we can all go to her house and treat her this way. Because she gonna get treated like this. Tina, you gonna get treated like you treat other people. All right? You're gonna get treated like that. So let's get her to where she needs to go so that we can get there. And again, watch her replays. She's very, very sweet and very conscious in that her videos, her live streams are only usually at about an hour. So perfectly reasonable to replay. Very, very entertaining. Easy person to support. Trust me on this. Helen says, and back from Static. Much blessings, Keisha. Ooh, Lord, what did you, I could smell you through my phone. You smell like dead fish. Ooh, I do probably smell a little bit like dead fish, but thank you for being here. Helen, don't be blocking my trolls. We want the trolls, y'all. I'm trying to get my damn channel where it needs to go. The only way to do it is through the price of the trolls, y'all. The actual title of the video said the trolls are welcome. The trolls are welcome. Helen, don't get rid of my trolls. Dang, we need them trolls. I don't mind that I smell a little bit like fish through the phone. Although one has to question, if I smell like fish through the phone, but phones don't allow smelling, if you smell dead fish, you might want to check around your crib. Because there might be something going on in your house, Quimby, that you're not aware of. Melissa says, we've got a troll. Helen says, Melissa, my darling. Sour. Ooh, Lord. You know I ain't going to be able to read all that. So we'll just say Sour Vlog says, are you at home? I am. Are you coming by? Are you bringing pizza? Do you have beer? Anastasia says, Keisha, Static Around says, thanks for checking it out, Helen. Helen says, you're welcome, Static. Keisha says, laugh out loud, troll lover. I am loving of the trolls. If you think you're going to build a channel and you ain't going to have any trolls in it, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. If you have a live stream and there are no trolls in it, they're only people that you know and love, YT gives no shits about that. You will get nothing done. YT is like, oh, look at she's having a great time. YT wants you to have a slightly not good time, if that makes sense. That's just my heart. That's what I believe. That's what's in my soul. YT wants you to entertain their masses. And the masses are sometimes largely made up of troll and trollish-like people. Troll and troll-adjacent people. So you have to be willing to at least entertain them slightly if you want to have people in your house. So don't put my trolls out. Brings my numbers down. All right? We've had this conversation. We're done here. But no, thank you guys so much for being here. And I don't, it's not that big of a deal, obviously. Anastasia says, pin done. Thank you. Keisha says, check around your crib. Captain Cookies is back. Hey, it's done. It's already. May I come to your home for dinner? Sour says, can I come to your home for dinner? Interesting. Well, we are having flank steak, so possibly. Oh, Melissa's coming through with the golden poop because she knows how much I love it. Thank you so much for that. Captain Cook says, it's ready. Tina says, all of my trolls are professional. I don't know. Your trolls be pretty damn calm. And I think it's that your trolls be somewhat calm because Tina's style is more of almost like a podcast. So there will be a picture of Tina and a picture of people on her panel, but it's not like Tina's not in your face like I'm in your face. I feel like I get a special kind of troll, possibly one, because I'm a woman, and you know how that goes. Two, because, the pigmentation. And I feel like those things create special kinds of things, but trolls are free for everybody, right? Like there's a free for all on them. But yes, Tina's trolls I feel like are very sweet. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we could give them all baskets of muffins or something because they're just so deliciously sweet. They're deliciously sweet. I think Tina's trolls are. But Tina gonna draw them trolls simply because one, she's creating this environment that feels like so much energy, and I feel like that draws trolls. Even though you can't see Tina's face, Tina is giving you energy that feels like a whole presence. And I feel like that makes the trolls feel like, ooh, let me come in and see what the hell's going on in here with all this energy. So that's what I think happens at Tina's house. LJ, the realest South African, is up in my up. The realest South African has joined the chat. I am here to flex my muscles and to hopefully take Tina home. You better do it. You better do it, LJ. You better do it. And when you get her home, make sure that you know what's up, okay? Because Tina will cut you, all right? She's been known to knuck and she's been known to buck. Although the bucking might be in your favor this time around, LJ, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for putting your thumbs up on the video. It looks like we're almost at 30 thumbs up. I'm very appreciative of that. Tina says, my trolls are content creators hating. They're sophisticated. For real? Do you know your trolls personally, Tina? I know I was in one of your live streams and it sounded like you knew that some of your trolls was maybe some people that you actually knew. So that's a little different because I don't feel like my trolls are people I know. I feel like there's special trolls that just come down out of the troll universe. Keisha says, okay, let me go in the store and look for gray sweats and bottomless pockets and short shorts. Keisha, girl, do that and then also get yourself some Cheetos, flaming hot, and your day will be good. And a 40 ounce. Tell me if they still got that Old English back in the freezer section. I need to know, Keisha. Do a short. LJ says, hey, Tina baby, Tina-licious, Tina-lization, Teenology. Damn, LJ. You got a lot to say about Tina. That's what's up. Sour says, I'm Surav from India. I'm fully vegetarian. So what would I make you? Okay. I do cook, Sour. This is actually a food channel. And I cook many Indian, or not many Indian, I cook many vegetarian dishes. And some vegan dishes, actually, too. So I guess it would depend. I like a lot of spices. So I'm assuming that will work for both of us. And I like a lot of vegetable dishes done right. I do a lot of things with chickpeas, stuff like that. So I'd probably make you a nice, good stew. Something that we could throw over some rice. Super spicy, lots of turmeric. Cinnamon, allspice, things like that I really, really enjoy. A little spice, because I really like spicy food, especially if you're going for something that goes over rice. I need spice. Bring it. So hopefully some of that sounds delicious. AEW says, every keeps saying for me to do a live, but I'm scared because of your live stream trolls. Don't be scared of them, AEW. Don't be scared of them. AEW got tooed for days, baby girl. There's nothing to be... What are they going to do? What are they going to do? If somebody came in here and said whatever they wanted to say to me, what are they going to do? They coming into the house? They could try. Matter of fact, if you want to swing by, you should. If you want to swing by, you should. But what are they going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like when you go live, AAW, just remember this. You didn't change who you were. You were the same person. I knew I was black when I got online. I knew I was bigger than some broads when I got online. I knew all of these things. I knew my nose. I knew what my face looked like. I knew all those things. So if you know who you are when you get on here, it doesn't really matter what they say because they can't say anything that you don't already know. And they can't say anything that's really going to touch you. Because what are they? Who the hell are they? Who are they? But you can't have thin skin. You can't be up on here with thin skin because people will try you and they will test you. Okay. It's like the first day in the prison yard. Okay. You got, and I don't know. This is where I'm going off the rails because I straight up don't know. But I've seen The Wire. Is that the right show? Oz. Okay. And it sounds like you're going to get tested and you're going to get tested, but you got to stand your ground. And don't go to the laundry room late at night. I've been live for 77 minutes, y'all. At this point, we gonna get what we get. Y'all know that this is when I start talking crazy. And yeah. Thank you for whomever just threw their thumbs up. I think we hit 30 thumbs up. Thank you for that. If you guys can, try to tune out every other word I say. That way it'll sound better, I feel like, hopefully. Helen says, I really fear trolls. Sometimes I just in my live stream. What? Helen, never do that. Never do that. If anything, just assume this. If a troll is coming up into your house, they have zero business, right? If they had business, they would either be live themselves or hugged up on somebody or at the Walmart wearing gray sweatpants searching for keys, as Keisha so pointedly pointed out. The fact that they're in your house talking crazy means that they're suffering, and you can use that in your advantage. You can do one of two things. You can suffer with them, and you can do a little toe-to-toe, or you could use this as an opportunity to bring them to the freaking light. A troll is just somebody who hasn't found the love that they need yet. That's how I see it. They have just not found what it is that they need yet. And as best I can, I try to provide a space for them to be able to troll off or to come into the fold. We have so many trolls that we converted on this channel, y'all. There's so many people. I will not name names, but there are people that you guys see every single day in this house who, when they first came in as trolls. Melissa can vouch for that. A-Train can vouch for that. There are people who started off as trolls who are in here every day. Convert them. There are people who need you. That's what it is. So that's why I'm not afraid of a troll. I mean, there are people who are going to like you either way. But if you can catch the ones on the fence, you're winning. You're winning. That's how I feel about it. Anywho, don't get offline because of trolls, Helen. Don't do that. AAW says, heck, I'm scared because of Simone. Now, Simone might troll you, AAW, and you got to be ready for her. Tina saying, what's up to LJ? Captain Cookie says, go watch. Tina says, yes, I knew my trolls from their verbiage. Oh, damn. Y'all, Tina Mo for sure was like, listen, I understood their language patterns. She said, I saw the signatures. All right, we ran it up against it and we saw. Damn, Tina, you got trolls like that. I need to know more about this. Keisha says, oh, English. You know what I'm talking about, OE. Captain Cookie says, please watch. LJ says, I only date women that can beat up my exes. Tina looks perfect for that role. What? That's crazy, LJ, but I understand what you're saying. I only date people who can beat up my exes too. Tina? You in? I believe that about Tina too, LJ. I do. Oh my goodness. Keisha, Tina's taking notes. Spring X is back. What's up, Spring X? Tim Tam was in here as well. And I think that was you and Tim Tam who were having your little tiff, Spring. But welcome back into the house. AEW says, girl, not Oz. Someone had HBO growing up. Girl, we had all the HBOs. What's up, Liz Rodriguez is in the house. What's up, Sunshine Sally is in the house. Keisha says, YTLS equals yard. Tina says, the best thing a troll told me, it still hurts my side cracking up. It says, you look like Mouse. Oh my God. That's hilarious, Tina. That is hilarious. Trolls be saying crazy stuff. What did, oh my God. The things that people have said, but I love, probably one of my favorite things ever, and it didn't even happen on this channel. It happened on my DIY channel. I had done like a compilation video or something, and when I opened up the comment, I was like, it was like a tome, y'all. If you don't know what a tome is, like think about Tolstoy's War and Frickin' Peace, or is that Tolstoy? It was the longest thing you'd ever seen. It was like frickin' the longest comment I have ever received in my entire life. And it started off as they do, all trolls do, trolls think that they have like some sort of magic power, right? So they went to the troll book, they found out what they're supposed to do. So they do an ebb and flow, right? This is what I found out about very sophisticated trolls. So they'll start off with like, you know, you really pretty, but girl, you too damn big. And this person in their little DIY thing started off with, I really love your work, but somewhere in that, and I had to skim it because I did not have the time to read 5,000 pages of stupid. They said something like, if you know, but I have to stop watching you until you go back and start finishing your projects like an adult and not like a 3-year-old. I was like, is this person, like, how much time do you have? And do you honestly think I give a shit whether you watch me or not? Do you think that your one watch matters? Like, to me, like, oh baby, no. Oh baby, no. Thank you so much for the golden poop. And thank you, A-Train. That was the other great troll comment that we got. Aaron was helping me make this lamp. Let me show you guys. Aaron was helping me make this lamp, which absolutely was a feat. This lamp that you see, I made this lamp with these hands, these ones. Me and Aaron made this lamp. Basically, Aaron helped me hold the pieces because it's glued together. And every time I did a loop, I had to hold it down and burn my damn hands trying to do it, right? So Aaron was helping me hold the pieces down so that I could keep going. So his hands are in the video. And somebody commented, you know, this, you know, what did she say? She said something about the way that it was finished because it wasn't perfect. And I was like, well, I made a lamp, baby. I made a lamp with my own bare hands. And it looks pretty goddamn good to me. But, you know, whatever the hell you talking about. Get up out of here with that. But the thing that she said is that next time Aaron was going to help, he needed to shave his hands. I'll never forget that. And I was like, what in the hairless husband do you have? Who comes in and tells somebody's husband to shave their hands? Like, who is she messing with? Like, he's a grown man, a grown hairy beast of a man. And clearly, that was too much man for her. I'm sorry, y'all. I've literally gone off the rails here. At 83 minutes into me being live, you are going to get what you get. If you like craziness and foolishness, always wait till my live stream has been on for a period of time and then come in because this is when I start breaking down. Because I've been talking too long and I'm tired. So this is when the crazy starts. This is when the curse words come out. This is when the attitude, all of that. I'm still a sweet, sweet girl, but seriously though, this is when the foolishness comes up. Melissa says, gotta get hubby to work. No worries, Melissa. I'm actually gonna check out your video a little bit later. Helen says, sister. Keisha says, still haven't gotten out of my car. Keisha, you better get up in there. Bruce City says, Biggie Mo, baby, baby. Tina says, I love trolling trolls. I just have to remember to be nice. Yes, Tina, but at the same time, Keisha says, later, Melissa. Static Ron is cracking up. AW says, great point of view. Be okay. I receive that. Receive it. Receive every last piece of those pumps. Rebecca LaPrince. Whoo! That beautiful woman is up in this house. Be okay says, Happy New Year to me. Yes, thank you. Happy New Year to you too, Rebecca. I see you. Happy to be here. Tina Mo says, beating the brakes. The exits on my spring cleaning routine. Come on, beat the brakes. Right off of them. Oh, my Lord. Helen says, ma chérie. Thank you so much, A-Train, for the golden poop. Rebecca says, my darling. Akoya, hi, my love. Yes. Helen says, wow, looks pretty nice. Beautiful, beautiful lamp. AAW says, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rebecca says, ew, leave wives, boss there. Oh, there are husbands. Oh, my God, you guys are cracking me up. Okay, I made it to the bottom. Aaron, shave your mittens. I couldn't believe somebody would say some foolishness like that. To this day, that is my, like, craziest comment. That and that long comment where that person was like, I don't know, that they weren't going to be able to watch until I was able to finish a project like an adult. And I was like, weird. Do you have a channel? Do you do stuff on your channel? And they were like, no, I don't have a channel. And I was like, okay. Sound like you got your answer right there. You know, I love how people who don't do things got stuff to say. They got so much things to say right now. They got so much things to say. But anywho, I love my DIY projects, and that lamp was built over 1.5 years ago, and look at it still above my head, shining and providing light. I think when you buy things, I've certainly bought things in the past that were not perfectly constructed. And as I grow in my DIY space, I get better at constructing things. But yeah, you can see when I make something that I made it, that it was made with my 2 hands. I don't believe in perfection. I believe in things not falling apart. And I have bought things that fell apart, yet the things that I have made, still together. This lamp on the table in front of me that I made, look at that damn thing. You better shut y'all's mouth. It's for real, for real. I made this damn lamp. You know, I made that. All right? I made that sign that says be that bitch as well because y'all know. But I made this damn lamp. Who gonna say something to me? Is the lamp perfect? Hells to the no. Does the lamp provide light? Yes, it does. Is it the coolest thing I've ever seen? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tina says they have time to critique because they don't do nothing. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. AEW says, shave your hands is wild and funny and audacious. My side hurts from laughing. Him a grown man. He's full grown. Like I said, if your husband doesn't have hair, that's fine. But that's not necessarily the standard of the man I mess with. And I ain't mad at you for your hairless business. But no, I just thought that was foolishness. But that is the kind of nonsense that happens on here. But again, Helen, if you're still in the woods and the bushes, do never end a live stream because somebody is trolling you. Call me. Call me. Call Tina Mo for show. Call Melissa. Call somebody and we'll work it out for you. But no, nobody on here. In AAW, when you go live, don't end your live streams for foolishness like that. That's what they're trying to do. Don't do that. Don't let those whack jobs win. That's not how we do stuff over here. We don't kowtow to foolishness. So yeah, don't do that, you guys. Just keep riding. You can either ignore them and put them the hell out, or you can play with them. My suggestion is to play with them. Because isn't that fun? Don't play with me, play with me, play with me. Don't play with me, play with me, play with me. Don't play with me, play with me, play with me. Don't play with me, play with me, play with me. Ooh, ooh. Liz says, hello, Tina. Hope your day is going well. Tina's day is going swimmingly. I'm speaking for Tina. All right, her day is going great. AW says, married to a mole rat. Sir Rufus, impossible. Yes, I'm old. Listen. I don't know. You know, it's weird. Tina says, somebody has a hairless man, like one of those hairless cats. That's what I'm saying. You know, puts the lotion on his skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here with that. Anyway, it's fine. You know, I think people are always going to have something that they could come up with. You're not perfect. You know, AAW, Helen, me, nobody on here is perfect. So if somebody wants to if they want to pull your card, they can pull a card on anything. But you got to know who you are before you get online. Now, if you got confusion about yourself, if you a little bit big, but you think you a little bit small, don't do it. If your nose is a little bit funny and you're a little sensitive, don't do it. If you feel like your eyes might cross sometime and you're going to be real sad and you're going to cry out of that one cross-eyed ass eye when somebody call you out for your cross-eyed ass eye, then you probably should get your mind right before you get because if you got one half cross eye, you got a mole that looking a little too crazy, you got something weird, a forehead tattoo, something like that, somebody gonna say something on it. So if you're sensitive about those things, you probably want to do some work. Do some work, do some internal work before you go live, or you can do the work on the streets, like the YT streets. But just don't be sensitive when people call out stuff that they already know. Like, I'm black. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Don't get surprised later, is what I'm saying. Make sure you know who you are when you go live. Ola Joe, the number one moderator of the year. Be okay. Is it Happy National Hat Day? Is today straight up hat day? Oh my God, I didn't even know. I'm not even wearing my best hat. I'm not even wearing my best hat, Ola Joe. But Ola Joe would know what national day it is because Ola Joe, if you guys don't know, she does a post on her community tab every single day telling us what the hell day it is. I can't believe it's National Hat Day and I didn't even do it. Why would I not know? X8H8E says she's musty and pretty. You have no idea how pungent I am. You have no idea. Ola Joe says, yes, thank you, Rebecca, for being here. Tina Mo says musty and pretty is insane. I'm just saying, here's my thing. If you smell something while you're watching me, check around you. How close is the phone to your face? Are you breathing into it? Because that might be on you. Because I don't think you can smell me through the screen. You can feel me through the screen. Know that. But I don't think you can smell me. That's all I'm saying. Ola Joe says, greetings to everybody. Soundwave 44 is back in the house. Soundwave says, I will stick with my fitted did it. What? Soundwave, are you having me sing again? Somebody had me in here rapping a whole damn lyric, y'all. Because y'all know I'll read whatever y'all put in the chat mints. I probably shouldn't have said that. And then I said chat mints, so Tina's ears perked the hell up. So ain't no telling what Tina go. Tina got me in here saying some craziness. But thank you, Soundwave, for coming in. Happy Thursday. I hope your week is going deliciously. AEW says, she's in good company. Ain't nothing a shower can't handle. I had no intention of showering until later. So we're going to have to smell every last bit of this. You know? And what is wrong with a little pungency? I like a little that. That's my own brew, baby. That's my own mix. I blended that up just for you. Tina says they definitely perked up. Tina right now trying to think of something to say because she know I will read it. I will read my whole entire chat minute. I know somebody came in and said that they thought that that was so cool. And I was like, damn, whose chats have y'all been in where somebody don't read y'all's chats? And then I realized that she had been at Tina Mo for Show's house. That's my one little joke for you, Tina. No, Tina does really well at trying to read her chats, but also you have to understand the kind of show that Tina is doing. Tina it's not like what I'm doing. I literally came on just to talk to y'all. Tina has a show with a theme that she is running, and she's on a timeline. She's trying to get it done in an hour. So she responds to you. She responds to you and welcomes you into her chat mints, but don't say nothing. Don't say nothing else. Although the last one that I read, somebody was in there and he was deep as hell, Tina. He had some things to say and Tina kept putting them up on the screen and he was saying like a whole damn paragraph. And Tina was paying attention to that. But I feel like there were other people saying paragraphs that maybe Tina was paying attention to. I'm sorry, Tina. Anyway, no, but she does what she does over there and she does it well. That is 100% true. She admitted to us herself. She says she don't read her chats. Liz is saying, what's up to Melissa? Mr. Turdlip says, I'm about to go pick up. Oh, for real? You're about to go do some weeding? I love it. AEW says, the neighborhood girls were calling my little cousin Little Mus Mus, and I was hollering. Little Mus Mus always trying to talk to us. Why they have to make it rhyme, AA? Why they have to make it rhyme, AEW? That's like the worst kind of thing. You know, if you're going to come for me, do that, but don't make a song out of it. Don't make a song out of it because that's just rude. Little Mus Mus always trying to talk to us. Like, why is it always got to be like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't add it. Don't make it lyrical because sometimes it hurts more when the lyrics are on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Liz says, Tina's show is on fire. Tina's show is not a joke, you guys. Y'all already know that. Is she my pin person? She better be my pin person. If y'all haven't checked her out, I need you to do so immediately. Tina says, thank you, Liz, because Liz knows. Liz knows what's up. Title is waving at Helen, and Liz is in here dropping his arts. We have 40 votes on this ridiculousness. What did I say? Shit, I'm sorry. Y'all, Lord Jesus. That sentence went off the goddamn rails. Has your week been good so far? 70% of people said yes, but 30% said no. And I'm sorry for the 30% of you guys who are not having a good week. The beauty of it is that you can turn it around anytime you want. You can turn it around anytime you want. Whether or not you're having a good or a bad week, sometimes I get that there are things happening in the world around you, but ultimately it's your decision. So if you are having a bad week, this is an opportunity to consider whether or not you want to turn it around. Find something that you like to do. Find some way to have a better time. Find the one thing that makes you smile and feel good, and then float on that motherfucker. Float on it. That's what I can tell you. And don't let other people decide what kind of day you're going to have. Because that's a whole lot of power to give somebody else. Don't do that. You decide, and you make a decision to have a better week starting now. Right? That's what we're going to do. AEW says, they were calling my other cousin the wrinkled player. No, I'm sorry. You're not feeling really well, AEW, but you are killing it right now. The wrinkled player. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Bruce City says, after a bottle of tequila, we'll turn your weekend around. Exactly. That's one way to do it. But even without the tequila, you can still do it because every one of us gets to decide what kind of day we're going to have. You wake up, your feet hit the ground, it's game time. It's go time, baby. It's game time. Put it all aside and leave it on the field. Make it work. Ojo says, music, float on. Tina says, sometimes having a bad week turns around with good moments. Be okay. You give us good moments, and I'm appreciative. Thank you, Tina Mo, for show. Right the hell back at you. Okay. Can you giggle for a second? Because if you can find a way to laugh for a half a second, that to me turns it around. Because, I mean, I don't know. If I'm feeling some sort of way, there's certain people I know, if I go and I watch a quick video from them, if I check out a short, my girl Scandalous from Scandalous Creations, watch one of her shorts and then tell me how you feel after that. Live from CTST says, where are you from, girl? I am from the U.S. Where are you from, my friend? Bruce City says, Another Day in Paradise. That's one of my favorite movies, by the way. I know that you're not saying that, but that's one of my favorite movies. I don't know if anybody has seen that. James Woods is in that. So is Melanie Griffin. It's a very offbeat movie, but I love indie kind of movies like that. But anyway, 97 minutes in. Whew. Thank you for dropping Tina's link, Ola Joe. I appreciate that. Ola Joe, you guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. I know you guys better be over at Ola Joe's house. I don't say nothing about trying to send y'all over there because I don't know how you wouldn't be over there already. AW says, I agree. I was ecstatic to be able to catch this live. I missed you. Oh, I missed you too, AW. AW makes really cool stuff too, you guys. She is a visual graphic. The hell am I saying? What are these the words coming out of my mouth? Graphic artist. And she made some really cool stuff for the channel. I know she made Red some really cool stuff for his channel, and she has done that for quite a few people. She is a freaking sweetheart and hilariously funny. And AAW, I know that you know Tina Mo for show, but if you don't, I expect to see you over at her house. Even if I miss a live stream, I expect to see your name pop up on the screen. And Tina, when you see her, just know that you met her in this house. Please. Let's see. Title is dropping the peace sign. Yes. Tina Mo says, I don't know where you live, but I immediately began feeling better after coming into here. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we doing out here on these damn streets. Tina says, be okay for Madam President. Hail to the no. Ain't nobody got time for that. 100% no. But, you know, kudos to whoever decides to do it next, if anybody else is allowed to. AW says, I just subbed to Tina. That's what I'm talking about. I love it when we can make these pairs inside of the Chapmans. No, you'll know what I'm saying, though, AW. I say Chapmans a lot because I straight up stole that from Tina Mo for show. So if you guys hear me say Chapmans and you guys think it's really freaking clever, I stole that from Tina. And I don't mind paying homage to Tina because I stole it from her, but I straight up stole that from her, and I am going to use it for the rest of my life. So if you're in my Chapmans, I stole it. Ola Joe dropped AAW's link. Thank you so much. Jay Brown, Virginia is back in the house and back to breaking wind, I see. Broke wind just now, and I can smell the scrambled egg. I love that. I love that. It says that you have a very pure system, Jay Brown, Virginia. That's the only way that you would get it from the rooter to the tuta. Okay, that's the only way you would get it out. So I appreciate you for that. Tina says, greetings, AA Studio. AA says, check out my content, be okay. I just started on the first. So you now making content is what I'm seeing. Okay, well, 100%. Because some of y'all don't have any content. And I just assume you're here to support. But then y'all switch tails on us and y'all start making stuff, which is super cool. But I don't always know that. So thank you for letting me know so that I can go take a look. I am Coach. Oh, Lord. I know I've seen Coach out here on the streets. Can I just call you Coach? Lord Jesus. I'm just going to call you Coach because you know me trying to read that is going to be a scene and a goddamn situation. But welcome into my house. I know that I have seen you over in Tina's Chapmans, and I've seen you elsewhere too. I think probably at Stash's house. Stash, my bed is too damn small. Cash is house. But thank you so much for coming in here, and I apologize for ruining your name, but we're just going to go with Coach. How is your Thursday going? And how is your week just in general? Bruce City says, you ever give yourself a Dutch oven? Just earlier this morning, Brew. I've been known to Dutch many an oven. I don't do it intentionally, but I feel like if you mess around and you cut one, but you don't get the sheet to like lock up right here at your face, it'll poof up and that'll happen. But then, yeah, sometimes, you know, you go underneath. That's a true Dutch oven. Mine is only sometimes I do a moderate, not a Dutch oven, but a Dutch exhaust, an iguana vent. I don't know what we're calling that, but like where it vents out of the little hole and it's right by your face. Never mind. Tina saying, what's up to Coach? AW says, yes. Coach says, just scrolling through and saw you were live. Thank you for coming in. Coach Mean Reen. Okay. Coach Mean Reen. I got it. But you know how it is, Coach. I know you're probably somebody who has a channel and goes live too. And you know, you've been reading stuff for 101 minutes and you're like, what? The person's name could be Sarah. It could be Sarah Stockins. And you're like, I don't know, Sarah. I don't know how to say your name. It's gone on too long. AAW says a Dutch oven, the way my sinuses are set up. Girl, AAW says she could take a Dutch oven, y'all. She can't breathe nothing. Coach gets a round. Ola Joe says, abide, hi, and I subscribed. Yes, thank you, Ola Joe. Coach says, hey, Tina, Dustin is in the house. What's up? Do you know what I'm talking about, Dustin? Y'all know what I'm saying. There's the Dutch oven where it goes up over the top, but sometimes you cut one and then it just, never mind. Bruce City says, very descriptive. I'm a writer, Bruce City. I'm a published author. I get descriptive, you know, and the later and the longer I've been live, the more descriptive it is. Coach says, tap in with the content. Yes. Tina says, a Dutch fry. AW says, done, Ola Joe, we are connected. Okay. Coach says, yes, I get it. I sucked at pronouncing these names. Yes. It's difficult. Title Pro TV. Title, have you actually started that as a channel? We were talking about that for a minute. And Title Pro, that's a perfect phrase for that. It is a goddamn covered wagon because that's exactly how it exhausts up into your face. Dustin says, be okay, floats air biscuits while she's I've been known to crop dust an aisle too. I was actually in a store the other day and somebody completely had crop dusted it and I hightailed it out of there. I don't even know what I needed from that aisle, but I was not going to stay and be assaulted olfactorily in that manner. Coach says, ooh, a writer. I love it. Yes. Ariana Harayo says, you're so pretty. Thank you, Ariana, and welcome to my house. Thank you for throwing your thumbs up and all of that jazz. Coach says, Bruce City in this piece. Yes. So you know Bruce City as well. We're all familiar with Bruce City. Where do you know Bruce City from, Coach? I need somebody to understand or help me understand and give them street cred so that I can throw some blue on them. Ola Joe says, AAW, thank you. AAW says, I'm getting my kids good. The only time to get some peace. Yes. I hear that when people have kids, it's not a peaceful time. Apparently they're expensive. You don't get a lot of peace. Yet people keep having them. I don't know. I'm messing with y'all. It's totally cool. I love kids. I just never wanted any of my own. I was aware of that from a young girl that I wasn't interested. Title Pro says, be okay. Dropping one in the grocery store aisle is pure evil, dude. I think it was like salad dressing or something. I was like, we'll make a vinaigrette. I was like, we'll mix the vinaigrette at home. I was like, I don't want the salad dressing. I don't need it. I don't need it. Bruce City says either it's writer, life coach, tarot readers, or LLC daycare center owner. What? I am definitely missing something here. But you know what, Brew? You've been here for a minute. I'm gonna throw you a blue. If you get fancy, I'll just take it away. But I've never had to take anybody's blue away, and I hope it never does. Or it comes to that. Coach says, I do from my live chats. Okay, so Bruce City has been up in your chatments. Well, there you have it. Well, thank you guys so much again for being here. Let me check my Annalise's real quick. I will say that it has been it's been a trial and a goddamn tribulation today, y'all. Trials and the damn tribulations. But we are getting it done, and it's coming together, and I'm proud of that. But yeah, I will say that this was not it wasn't a morning where I felt like I had the best, I feel like my energy was on point, but I feel like my energy could have been more on point. And what am I doing with this ball? Nobody knows. Bruce City says, yes, I've been knighted, Sir Brew. Come on in. You know, anybody who loves beer as much as I do, I should have probably given you that blue way back when. But since Coach vouched for you and I knew who Coach was, that's what's up. And that's what Statch is always talking about too, which I totally think is a good point. Sometimes the moderator thing is just cool because like it says to the people I know and it says to me, like, I know this person. I don't know where I know them for, but they've been vouched for. They've been cleaned. They've walked through. They've been purified in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. We know who they are, and they can be trusted. And so that's sometimes what I like about the blue. Official, ooh, I'm just going to go with official. Says, hello, I am new here. Well, welcome in. What are the rules? There are no rules, my friend, except don't say nothing too crazy. But don't worry. You can try it, and we'll tell you if it's too crazy or not. But mostly just be yourself. Have a good time. That's all the rules are here. Don't be an asshole. All right. 1 dozen eggs says, when you get out of jail, dude, just recently. And strangely, I'm actually waiting real quick. Your mom's supposed to text me. She was going to come by and make sure I got what I needed afterwards. And what I need is for her to cook and do some things. AAW says, Brew got the blue. Hallelujah. Coming to yeah. Ooh, Soundwave putting people out too now. Now, Soundwave has never been that kind of person. So now I know I need to know what the hell was said. 1 dozen eggs says, criminal. Yeah, I suppose. Just no more so than you. And I was actually talking to your dad when I was in there. He was telling me some stuff about, you know, how you wasn't supposed to be. but you still are, and we're out here just living through that. Tina says, yes, Chapman's was originated by my co-host. Okay, so that was, oh. So Tina trying to take credit for it. I'm trying to take credit for it. but it don't belong to neither of us. I see what's happening. Let's see what Soundwave had to put out. Are you a drug dealer? No, hold on. You are a drug dealer, but with a question. That seemed more like a statement, one dozen eggs. Like it seemed like a statement. You should have started it with are. Are you? Not you are, and then question mark. Because which is it? Are you sure about it, or are you still asking me? Bruce City says, did I get any discounts on Blue Chew? I don't know. Coach says, you are connected to Anna Tenise. Anna Tenise. I'm trying to think back to hearing Tina say this woman's name so that I'm not saying it wrong. Anna Tenise. I think I'm saying it correctly. I think so. But if I'm not, I need to be. Because she the one with the Chapmans. So I will find out for sure. One dozen eggs, so you are on parole now. Yep. AEW says, official, it is free for all here. Be afraid, but not afraid to laugh. Exactly. Ooh, okay, I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I'm just going to say hi. How are you? Title Pro TV says, Sally always looking out. Coach says, yes, Antonese originated Chapman's. Tap in with her. She's dope. I see that she's dope because if that is Tina's co-host, she's hilarious. And anybody who can stand on a stage with Tina and still have it come together. Plus, she's very insightful. I feel like Tina is like me. We're very like, la, 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 la. But Antonese is like, she's thoughtful, but when she opens her mouth, she has something for real to say. And it's always just really, really good. So I don't know. But I'm definitely going to do Antonese. So was I not saying it right, Coach? First off, I love how the coach is trying to coach me. Coach came in here full coach mode. She like, listen, Antonese. All right, get it right. Demerits. I feel like I'm not going to get a gold star today in coach's class, y'all. Ooh, Soundwave. What the hell did they say, yo? Is it more of the jail speak? Thoughts on black crime? I don't have any dozen eggs. Tell me what your thoughts are. Damn, you got timed out, buddy. Soundwave 44 was not excited about your foolishness. But that's okay, Soundwave. I appreciate you for doing that. Dozen eggs. Hang out in the background of the Chapmans. Do whatever you want to do. Just keep in mind that, some of these moderators, they got trigger fingers, yo, and they will put you out. But yeah, feel free to, while you're in this timeout, think about what you want to say. Come back with some high quality, high grade trollisms. Maybe take a different tact. I don't know. Coach says I get a gold star. Yes. Your boy Banjo is back in my house. What is up? Hello. And to you. Why does everybody keep calling me Book? I love it. I just autocorrect to Book. But yes, welcome back into the chats. I haven't seen you for a while. Let me see if I can find, okay, Anthony's. Can a moderator drop the, can you guys drop Antonisa's channel for me? Either Coach or Tina Mo, if you're still in the chats. I just want to make sure if I am connected to her or not. Because if I do it now, I can't click a link while I'm on my live stream, but I have myself up also on my laptop, so this is a good time for me to do it. Long time no see, that's what's up. Ola Joe says, I thought trolls were welcome today. They are! That's why Ola Joe has not put anybody out. But at the same time, I want my moderators and my group to feel comfortable. So if you guys hear something and it's just too much for you, that's okay. If you have to time somebody out, but yeah, I don't care. Whatever that person was talking about. AEW says, remember when Navity was calling you B.O. like, Bok? She was totally doing that. She was just disrespectful. Novelty queen. Bok. People do that, though. A lot of my friends from the Philippines call me Bok. And they'll say it at the loudest voice that they've got. And I'm like, how did I get to be Bok? I'm like, it's be okay. But I understand. It should be whatever it feels comfortable inside of your mouth. Sometimes when I'm looking at myself, because I'm literally staring at myself, talking to myself right now, that's what these live streams are all about. I just be like, what in the hell is going on over here? Oh, man. Your boy Banjo is dropping down puppies. AW says, now you need a chicken hat. I don't have a chicken hat. I have a lamb hat. Ooh, wait till you see my new hat. Oh, I gotta wait to bust it out, though. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Bruce City says, what's comfortable inside your mouth? What's comfortable inside of your mouth? Oh man, this one went off the goddamn rails, y'all. Let me check my analyses. I gotta freaking get this video edited before I have to take off after 11, y'all. Woo! YouTube is making me work for it today, baby. I go to work. I'm really working for it. AW says he want to act up after he gets a rent. Heeb Shlomo says, oh, I and R. What does that mean? Joe. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is it's a feat. It's a feat, you guys. See, like, even when Ola Joe goes live, it makes sense because Ola Joe's usually crocheting or she's showing us stuff or whatever. But this form of going live is maybe the weirdest form. I don't know if I will always do it this way because it's literally just like me talking. There's nothing going on. So if I'm just, if I run out of steam or energy or whatever, it's just like the sound of me yapping into my own butthole. And like, that's kind of where we are right now. Your boy Bando says, I cooked a chicken and it got a burn on you. Dude, no, you gotta be careful when you cook. You can't just be having stuff burn you. Oh my God. My glasses were like seriously messing with the side of my face. And no, don't come for me for my lack of eyebrows because let's be for real here. We already know that I didn't have any. It's not an instance that happened. Also, Miguel is in. I was watching a movie. What movie were you watching, Miguel? I need to know. Tell me what's up with that. We need to know what movie you're watching, Miguel. Oh, Lord. I always think it's funny when people watch my replays later and they actually say something that's specifically going on because some of these replays go on forever. And I'm like, you literally watched for content and subject matter in a replay? I love that. Madison is in the house. Oh, my God. What's up, Madison? How are you? Miguel said, Priscilla. Interesting. That was my mother's name. Bruce City says, I am at the liquor store. Should I get Henny or Don Julio? I don't really drink a lot of hard liquor, Bruce City. Just get some beer. Also, you could think about getting a delicious Riesling, something that's crispy, not too sweet, little dry. Sorry. But yeah, if you're going to do anything, I don't know. I don't like Hennessy. It's nasty to me. And Don Julio, tequila is bad. Bad things happen with tequila, I think. Your boy Bando says, can I be mod, please? Your boy Bando, unfortunately, I cannot. Miguel says, Priscilla Presley, Elvis Presley's wife. Yes, I know. Madison says, I'm good. How about you? I am good. I love your pack of emojis there. That's very cute. Thank you so much for that. I want to let you guys know that this camera is making it look like I've got a little 5 o'clock shadow stash, but to my knowledge, I do not have a mustache in real life. So if you're looking in there and you're like, man, does she have a little stizash? To my knowledge, no. But I'll ask Aaron when I get off. I'll be like, Aaron, do I have a mustache growing in? I don't think so. But this camera is certainly making it look like I've got a little Tom Selleck trying to pop up. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. It looks like we are about to hit 40 thumbs up. AAW says, woo, slow-mo, how are you going to try to type a word that means ignorant and forget how to spell it? 12 seats. I caught that too, AA, but I was just going to let it ride. Miguel says, how have you been? I'm new here, by the way. It's my first time seeing you. Well, welcome in. I have been great. How are you, Miguel? Is your new year going deliciously, hopefully? We're just getting started, so this year is young. So many possibilities still to be had. Madison says, I love your videos. Thank you, Madison. I appreciate that. I am very glad that someone is watching these videos. A lot of people watching live streams, maybe not so much on the videos, but I appreciate you watching the videos. If you are actually enjoying them, I have a whole crop of new videos coming out in February that I think you're really going to like. I'm doing a lot of traveling. I'm trying different foods. It's going to be a good time. Miguel says, yeah, do you have a new year resolution? I don't really do that. I mostly just take every year head on. You know, each day is each day. And I do the best that I can to just become a better person. I'm working on trying to mind my own business. It's one I think a lot of people could do. And trying to have a good time. You know, life is very short. And so choosing to have a good time is something I choose every single day, no matter what part of the year it is. I try to choose to have a good time. I try to choose to be of service and, yeah, mind my business. Those are my New Year's resolutions every year. Because everybody need to learn to mind their business. Took Too Much is in the house. How are you, Took Too Much? I love that you are a silver button freaking channel, and I love your like your little piece there is a pill. That's perfect. That is the best looking thing I've ever seen. I think that might be like the most clever thing. Keep up the grind. I'm gonna give it my best shot. And thank you so much for coming in and saying what's up. Madison said, "Yay, goals." Yes. What are you guys doing? Is everybody got big plans coming up this weekend? I know it's Thursday and it's still early here, but at some point the weekend will hit and we will all have to do things, possibly delicious things. So what are you guys going to be getting into? Miguel says, I'm going to try not to get too glued on my phone. That's a good one. I think making sure that you spend some time in the real world and not consistently on your phone is a great way to change up, do something a little different. Ola Joe says, at Took Too Much, we appreciate you stopping by. She gave you a shout out. Ola Joe, our moderator of the year. Sorry, you guys, I'm trying to stick my shenanigans up in here. That sounded nasty, didn't it? Sorry for a second. Mallory says, you are so pretty. Dolly says, thank you, Dolly. I'm trying to get my, there we go. Try to get myself up in here because my battery is about to go down. Madison says, I'm going to take down my tree this weekend. Oh, hell, Madison. Wow. Baby girl, I took mine down the day after Christmas, but that doesn't mean that that's how everybody does it. But yes, enjoy yourself. Yeah, take it down. Take it down. Dolly says, trying to do productive things because if my friend, I shouldn't. Okay. Miguel says, well, I don't have plans on Monday. I'm going to the, oh, you do have plans on Monday. You're going to the to the mall with your friend as always. Okay. Fair enough. I haven't been in a mall in so long. I don't even know what the hell's going on in a mall. Do they still have Aunt Annie's pretzels? Because that's the only reason I would go into a mall. Because those jalapeno pretzels are delicious. And I would go into the mall for that. But I'm not going to the mall for any other reason because, like, for real, no. Thank you guys for throwing your thumbs up, though. It looks like we hit 40 thumbs up, which I am greatly appreciative of. For all of you guys who are staying here, those of you guys in the background, those of you guys in the, front ground. Yeah. Thank you. Miguel says, I just go there to walk around and meet the ladies. Okay, Miguel, you've got a plan. I love that. That's what you got to do. If you're going to the mall, have a plan. Have a plan. When I was a youngster, I used to hang out in the mall in the arcade and play Tekken because I loved playing Tekken. AAW says, I'm relaxing this weekend, ignoring every title that I can possibly make. AAW says, if you think you know me, it's not going to happen. I'm doing none of that. I am just going to be relaxing all weekend long. It sounds like you need to get rest, AAW, so that's probably a good idea. Madison says, I have to go. Bye. Bye, Madison. Miguel says, I'm from Georgia. Okay, so you got nice weather. Not here, my friend. It is cold and a little bit belligerent. A-Train. Love of my life. Should we make some breakfast? Oh, I forgot that. Okay. Why did I think it was 11? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Soundwave coming in big with the super chat. Soundwave, you did not have to do that. Thank you so freaking much for that. Let me give it the heart and give it the thumbs up. Like, I appreciate you deeply. What's cooking today? Well, I'm going to be making flank steak that I've been marinating for 3 days. I made a pot of beans yesterday, a little potato salad. I think it's going to be nice. I'm going to grill up some vegetables. It's going to be delicious. Ola Joe is waving goodbye to Madison. That's what's up. Soundwave, what are you cooking today? Maybe that's the better question. Soundwave got that #1 crown, snatched it out of the air. I cannot say enough how much I appreciate you being here, Soundwave. I thought you had left. Soundwave was like, I'm right here. Miguel says, I hope I make a lady friend. I do get rejected sometimes, but I don't have problems. That's life, which I don't. Yeah, that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to be the right person for you, Miguel. And you just have to assume that if somebody's rejecting you, it's probably for the best because the person who is for you will not reject you. That's always the thing you have to keep in mind. If you're being rejected, that's not your person. You don't have to feel any particular way about it because your person would not reject you. Why? Because they're your person. Things that are for you are not things that are complex, I don't think. At least that's what I've learned in my lengthy, not so lengthy life. Ola Joe says, awesome super chat, Soundwave, and posted your link. I love it. Soundwave says, I don't know yet. Do you mostly do the cooking, Soundwave? We kind of spread it out here in this house. Like yesterday, like I cooked once. Well, I cooked once and then Aaron cooked twice, but then a lot of times we're cooking together. So like, that's just how life works over here. AW says, Miguel, sounds like your bounce back game is strong. Force be with you. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I just always feel like, I don't know, if you're getting rejected, like it's never fun, but at the same time, if that person's for you, they wouldn't be rejecting you, period. Miss G is in the house. Miss G gonna light that tuna up. Light that tuna up. I hit the octaves. Miss G is also saying what's up to Tina. Soundwave says, I can press a Grubhub button like you wouldn't believe. Soundwave. For real, Soundwave. Ugh. Well, you know what? When I was like single and I lived by myself, I didn't mess around with the cooking. I worked all the time. I was working like 50, 60 damn hours a week, and I was traveling a lot, and I lived like downtown. I lived in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota. And in a 2-block radius from where I was like 4 of my favorite restaurants, and I knew all the wait staff and everybody. So it was just a hell of a lot easier for me to just walk into any number of establishments and get something to eat. Why would I be taking the little time I had where I wasn't working and cooking? So I totally get that. I 100% do. Now I cook all the time though, even though I'm still busy, I cook all the time. Or I should say we cook all the time. Divvy is back. Hello. Hashtag flaming tuna from Mrs. G. Divvy says it's 9:30 p.m. there. Okay. Liz says, hello, Auntie. Miguel says, unfortunately, whenever I see the ladies with their phones, I don't say anything. Yeah. You know, if somebody's staring at their phone, it feels unapproachable to me. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. That's why when I'm out in public, I don't use my phone, period. Unless I'm watching like some content, like obviously I have a lot of people who make content, so I have to try to stay up on that. But even if I'm sitting at like a bar by myself or I'm outside or something, I usually try not to have my phone in my face. Because if somebody wants to say something to me or somebody wants to strike up a conversation, I kind of want to be available for that. Divvy says, do you get watch time? I do get watch time. I am trying my damnedest right now to get some. Miss G says, Liz Rodriguez, hello, dear. AAW says, oh, I saw your sandwich toaster thingy. Did it work? Have to know. I haven't. I think it's still over there waiting to be cleaned. I haven't run it through the dishwasher yet. And to be frankly honest, AAW, I'm a little bit concerned because I had the same concerns because it's metal. And I was always told not to put metal things inside of the toaster. And I'm trying not to get freaking electrocuted, right? So I don't know. That being said, Aaron, who knows a lot more about electrical things than I do, was saying that we could possibly do it. But here's my thing. If I get electrocuted, is Temu going to be able to get sued? Like, what is it? Some offshore business? Do they follow some different legalities over there? I don't know. So I don't want to get electrocuted is mostly my thing, right now. So I'm going to have to work through that. I'm going to have to work through my fears on that and consider it. I'm going to have to go back to the webpage. Maybe I should do that and see what I can see. Like, is that how it's supposed to be used? Let me see. I'm pretty sure that that's what it was designed for. But just in case I was losing my mind and they meant for it to be used in some other way, let me see what I can find out. Divvy says, I heard if you make moderator and only they are the ones on your streams, you don't get watch time. I don't know. I've heard a lot of things. It sounds like YT just likes to keep people on their toes and make them feel as if they don't have any chance at understanding anything. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't speak to that. It sounds like this. You're playing in YT's house. YT can do whatever they want to. YT can come take your watch time hours. YT can come take your subscribers. YT can come take your money. YT can do this. YT can do that. I don't know. It's difficult to interact in that space like that because YT is not necessarily your friend, but it's not necessarily your enemy either. So you kind of just have to do the best you can and leave the rest to whatever. Let me see. Let me show up for you guys. I can see it. No, I don't think I can put it in the fire pit. Let me see if I can. So let me see if I can. Let me take this back to the beginning. So you're supposed to put the sandwich in this like freaking thing here, right? Right? And then you stick it in this thing. Oh, No. See what I'm saying? That's a regular toaster, right? Is that a toaster that doesn't plug in? Like, I don't understand. Doesn't this just look like, it looks like the damn toaster plugs in right over there. Right? So it's a regular people toaster. That's what it's supposed to do. So am I losing my mind? That looks like it's supposed to go in the freaking toaster, right? Did anybody see this, or was everybody looking away at that moment? Because that looks like a regular toaster. Let me send this damn thing to Aaron so he can see what the hell I'm talking about. Because this looks like a damn toaster to me. Like that's a full toaster. So I was correct in how it's supposed to be used, but I don't know. It didn't look like they were claiming you were going to get electrocuted, but it looks pretty damn electrocution. Electrocution. Liz says maybe try it out on the fire pit. I feel like if I put that in the fire pit, it's going down. It's going to catch on to full flames. Sending this link to A-Train. There we go. AEW says we've been lied to all our lives. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Miss G says it looks like a regular toaster too. So I don't know. Maybe it doesn't touch the elements. I don't know. I'm trying not to get electrocuted, y'all. I'm too cute to go down like that. I don't know. I'll have to ask my dad. My dad was an electrical engineer, and I will have to ask Dad. Maybe I should send that link to Dad too. I'm going to send that link to my dad too and see if he, what his thoughts are on it. Because I feel like it would be weird for them to be selling something, right? It'd be weird for them to sell something that was designed to hurt people. Like, I just find that difficult to believe. But let me send this to my dad and see, is this okay to use in an electric toaster? We'll send that to my dad. Dad, if you're watching right now, hopefully you saw that. I'm sending you a link right now. Tell me if it's okay to use that in an electrical toaster. Divvy says, fact, in Hanuman Chalisa, it has mentioned distance between sun and earth, even though it was made a very long time ago. Interesting. AJB says, you're doing it the safe way. I would have just tried it. Listen, AW, I'm trying not to set nothing on fire. I know that Miss G wants me to flame that tuna up, but I'm trying not to flame my whole tuna up, if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to keep the tuna from being crispy. I'm not trying to eat crispy tuna. So we're going to see. We're going to see. But I sent it to A-Train, and A-Train's been electrocuted a couple times. He doesn't seem to be shy about that. And I sent it to my dad, and we're going to see if it's something that's worth trying. And if I can, I will get it going. Divvy says, Hanu ma anchalisa. Han you ma anchalisa. Miguel says it's actually good to make a grilled cheese sandwich. It was nice meeting you. I'm about to sign off. I don't want my eyes to get damaged. No worries, Miguel. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck at the mall. Oh, Lord, I choked up on that. Good luck at the mall. I hope you have a good time out there, and I hope that the ladies are, you know, that you got a good mixture. AEW says, I don't know what flame that tuna up means, but Auntie, I hope it don't mean what I think it does. It means exactly what you think it does. She was in here the other day, and she messed up and said that phrase, and now we can't stop saying it because she said it, that she was going to flame that tuna up. Okay, you guys, I think I finally... Oh, my God. Sometimes it's very easy, and it gets done in a fraction of this amount of time. And sometimes I have to be on live longer to get to my goal. And yeah. And now I feel like I'm not going to get my video edited before I freaking have to head out. So I'm going to have to do that later. Yay. Miguel's name made me think of a meme I saw today. Ooh, Divvy. I was listening to some more songs from Towlinder. He's got a song called, he was in a song called Pow Pow. Has a really good line in that. Liz says, plug the toaster outside the house by the forest and try. Am I making toast for the forest animals, Liz? Miss G says, listening from the bushes, I'm supposed to be working. Miss G, you out here jerking off again. I'm not jerking off. Jerking, is that what? Never mind, Miss G. carry on. Ola Joe says, don't put that in the toaster. Ola Joe, why would they tell me I could put it in the toaster if I couldn't put it in the toaster, Ola Joe? Why would they tell me not to put it in the toaster? Or why would they tell me I could put it in the toaster if I couldn't put it in the toaster, Ola Joe? Exactly. Ola Joe says, don't put it in the toaster. I feel like it's not a good idea. But if I do it, maybe I should do it outside? I don't know. I feel like you can still get electrocuted outside, though. I'll put my rubber boots on. I've got rubber boots. Will that be good? What if I'm grounded or not grounded? Or how does that go? I don't know. We might have to try it, though. I don't know. What country are they in? Ooh, that's a good question because there might be some different wattage issues there. Divvy says, some people revealed his face. Like, let him enjoy his privacy. Exactly. Let the man enjoy his privacy. I don't know what country they were in, but this is from Temu, so I am eating here, y'all. Or is this for my hat from yesterday? Toaster accessories. You can send it to your families and friends who like bread as a gift. They will be happy. I repeat, that's exactly what it said. Ola Joe, that's what it says. It says you can send it to your families and friends who like bread as a gift. They will be happy. That's what it said. Let's see if does it have any they never have any information. This thing is awesome. Well, works well. I put the cheese between 2 slices of bread and slid into the device. Then it popped it in the toaster slot. It toasted well. It's got 807 reviews that are damn near 5-star, Ola Joe. Like 800 reviews that are damn near 5-star. But I worry about it because it goes in a flippin' toaster. It says it's easy to clean and it's hygienic. Is that toaster like an I don't understand. Is it like some other kind of toaster? I don't get it. It looks like a regular frickin' toaster to me. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to feel. I don't know. I was trying to see if I could see all the reviews. It says rated power below 750 watts. What does the 1-star review say? Well, let me go to a 1-star review. No, rating filters. 1 star. Wouldn't fit my toaster, can't use. That's the only 1-star review. It says it's not wide enough for regular bread. I don't know. Oh, Lord, there's a lot going on. Sorry, you guys. I turned away for a second to read that. I'm not sure what country all these people are in. Ojo says, never put metal into a standard pop-up toaster due to extreme shock and fire risk. That's what I said, which is why I was like, how is it? Ojo says, I would be outside and use our electrical gloves and boots. Soundwave says, yeah, those toaster bread wraps hold crumbs good. Interesting. AEW says they will be so happy about the fireworks that are coming out of the toaster. Divvy says Talander didn't want to reveal his face because if he wanted to eat something on the street, he didn't want to be disturbed by people. He was just wanting to be cool and not have to live his whole life like that. Ojo says the gift to send them 6 feet deep. Catch it. You ain't never lied. I'm still going to have to figure it out because I'm very uncomfortable with putting it in. But I'm wondering, are there toasters that don't plug in? Can I try? AEW says definitely content. See, that's how people wind up in a goddamn ER, y'all. Ojo said, oh, Lord. AEW says, poll, will we have fireworks or no? See, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it in there, you guys. I feel uncomfortable. And if I'm uncomfortable, I kind of try to go with my own spirit when I'm doing things because I feel like that's important. But it seems strange to me that so many other people have done it and it seems to have worked out. I didn't see any reviews on there that were like, I tried it and I died. I was unalived. I haven't seen anything like that, so I don't know. Yeah, Sour, I am still talking. It's a crazy game. I don't normally have to talk this long, Sour, but for whatever reason, the closer I get to the mark, the harder it seems to be. I feel like that is a very YT thing to be experiencing. Oh my goodness. Wow. AA says, I'm the person who would risk it. AA, come by. No, AA, you can't. I wouldn't allow it, AA. You've got children. I can't have you in here doing that. You got kids, so I can't allow you to do that. Helen says, I'm still around, dear, preparing dinner, listening in the bushes. No worries, Helen. I appreciate you being here. Mrs. Okoya, Mrs. Tree Climber. Ola Joe says, talk to A-Train and Dad first. I will. Now, see, my dad, though, I got to tell you, Ola Joe, my dad would never tell me to do anything that's crazy, but my dad is he loves stuff. He loves electricity. I think that's just what happens when you're my dad. So I remember one Christmas, we were putting up lights and I was like, Dad, the part that goes end to end doesn't come together. He said, never worry about that. Just put the lights up and I'll worry about how to connect them later. And then he got up on the ladder and then he proceeded to do something called suicide cord. Just like, because he knows what he's doing. I don't. He's like he's cutting the wires, wrapping them together, putting electrical tape around him. He's like, it'll be fine. I was like, Dad, the hell did we just do? So I don't know. I feel like with my dad, it could go one of two ways. It could go like, hey, don't put that in the damn toaster because you're my only daughter and I don't want you to be unalived. Or he could be like, bring it down here. We'll try. I don't know. It could go either way. Timmy says, you be talking about toasters. By the way, I typed this with my rig. Oh my goodness. AAW says, I got feet. Push it and run. It's a science experiment. Oh my goodness. Ola Joe is cracking up. No, seriously, with my dad, it could literally go either way. He could just be down for it or he could be like, mm-mm. That's how it was with Aaron. At first, Aaron was like, I don't think we should do it. He was like, it sounds like we might get electrocuted. And then Aaron was like, I have a plan. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, damn. I don't know. I'm willing to take some risks, but I don't really want to be electrocuted. Something tells me that, but maybe it would reset my heart and I would be better for it. I don't know. But I really don't want to. I really don't want to start on fire. I feel like that would be a terrible way to go out of the game. Anyway, you guys, whether I have reached my goal or not, I need to wrap this the hell up because your girl has other stuff to do today. And I know that you guys have other stuff to do today as well. I hope that you are all well. Ola Joe, I hope that you and Mr. Sailor are okay. AAW, I hope that you are getting better. Take the time that you need. It sounds like I've got some things I have to catch up on in terms of people's videos when I finally get settled. Bear with me, you guys. I'm doing the best that I can to stay up on people's videos, but it's a busy time for your girl right now. But I do the best that I can when I'm sitting still to try to keep up on you guys' videos because I don't want to get too far behind. Abide says, I've been electrocuted before. It wasn't that bad. It's like, AEW, stop it. Sour says, it seems like you're American by accent. Do you? I am American. Thank you very much. Soundwave is still in the house. Thank you so much, Soundwave, and you are definitely number one. NYC Gaming Syndicate, my dude, is in the house. Good day. Good day to you, too. Thank you guys again for being here. I am going to call it a god dang day. But for all of you guys who have hung out with me, come back in, people who were new, people who were old but new again, all that stuff, I cannot say enough how much I appreciate you guys. I am going to be on the road today, so I will hopefully see you guys again tomorrow. Is that you, babes?
Yeah.
You done with your meeting?
It got rescheduled. The lady I had.
I'm still on live, just so you know.
Yeah, the lady I had a meeting with got fired. So they someone doing that and did not provide contact information.
What?
Yeah, so I got it sorted. I had to call the lady I talked to yesterday to get it figured out. But yeah.
Damn! That one time when you got a meeting with somebody and they got fired. Oh no! Oh no! Damn! The plot does thicken, yo. That's trash. That's trash. Anyway, okay, so that means we could take off a little bit earlier. Should we make some breakfast and then head out? Baby pants, love of my life. Should we make some breakfast and then head out?
Sounds good.
All right, maybe we can still try to get out by 11. I'm going to have to edit these videos later. AEW says, have a good day, lady. Thank you. Thank you. I will do that. I was cracking up. I was like, fired. Fired. Well, to that poor lady and her family, I hope that she's able to get done what she needs to get done. Anyway, bye, you guys. Oh, let me see if I can send you guys somewhere. Let me see if I can send you guys somewhere. I don't even know who's on. Yes, I'm going to do my best to be as safe as I can be on these here streets. Thank you guys again for your patience, your kindness. Oh. Don't listen to that. Don't listen. I see Trisha Nicole is live. Kanini's live, but I think she's walking. I don't know who's like real live though. I never know who's real live. Are you real live? Are you real live? Let's go over to Trisha's house. Bye everybody. Bye everybody. There's a lot of Trisha people in this house, so let's just go ahead and head over there. Anyway, you guys all have a good rest of your day. What? Okay, that's my dad texting me. You guys have a good rest of your day. I will talk to you guys all later.